we're live.
I'm going block. Doom, doom. Turn the lights down low, running block. I don't want no one to know that I tried to drink her skinny, but she's still about 215. Sometimes you got to grow up and just take one for the team.
There you go. You could we could just leave it live, and you could just sing.
I'm gonna be doing that in a little while.
You could just do it now.
I don't know when's the last time I did this many lives. I hate winter time.
Oh, got my first thumbs up.
That's me.
No, that was me.
Oh, I just did it on my phone.
Now I see two. Good. Well, now you didn't beat me on my screen.
I did.
No, there was 0, and I clicked it, and then there was 1, and then you told me you did yours, and then 2 came in.
Oh Lord, I'm not in the mood tonight, Jeffrey.
It's 2 people watching.
I'm one.
You. Oh, 3 watching. It says 3 now.
That could be. Well, you, me, and me.
Or it could be. Now my dogs want to go outside.
But she's still about
Flex, Tropical Homestead. What's happening?
How y'all doing?
Hopefully you're staying warm.
Oh, if they like us over here, no.
Yeah, it's not warm over here either. Broke Farmer. What's going on? Broke Farmer right there. He's the second place for the MIG Grow Off 2022. His team will be in second.
Boy, he got him some nice raised beds he put together. Them things. Shoot.
Yeah, he took the ones apart and moved them.
Who?
Broke.
No, I seen he got them metal ones.
Oh, did he? He moved some of them. I think he posted a video or two. I haven't had a chance to watch yet.
Yeah, he got some the corrugated ones. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. 80. Oh man, I wish I was over there with y'all.
Oh yeah.
Oh, messing around in the greenhouse today. It's cold. It's cold. And it lies to me because I have the plastic down on the end walls. And so the wind doesn't blow through, but then it kind of swirls around every once in a while. Oh, it gives you the frissons.
You don't have the sides on?
No. I didn't put the sides up on them because, I didn't on the 2 greenhouses from last year. I never put the sides on them. Hey, my granny's garden.
Hi, my granny's garden. Thanks for coming in.
I didn't put the sides on them last year, and right now I'm holding back because I'm working on putting the wood and stuff to be able to put the screens around. So I'm almost done with that also. I had to get some more wood. I went get the new wood, and then I started on that strawberry tower system. So it's like, and I'm having, it's working, but I could see some potential issues with it. So I'm going to have to, I might have to step back and think on it a little bit.
With the strawberry tower?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm using the mesh because I drilled holes, which I didn't show it real well in the video. I just wanted to show what I had built. But in the cups, I drilled holes to where the water fills up so high, and then it dumps to the next one, then it dumps to the next one. To stop the pier light from plugging in, I'm putting some of the screen in the front of it.
Right.
You know, the screen. I'm cutting the bags up and putting it in the front of the holes to prevent the pier light from plugging it. And what's happening is it works perfect like a flood and drain system. The water builds up about half, 3/4 of the way up the cups, and it levels itself off while it's draining. But while it's doing that, also it lightens the pier light that's in it. So the pier light, moves and the screen moves. So I'm gonna have to try to figure something out to keep the screens up against the side all the time.
Couldn't you put a whole bag in there?
That's possibly, but I'd have to take it all apart, and I'm not doing that. Yeah, no, dude, I'm not lying. The grommets I ordered were the exact same I've always ordered, and it felt like they were about a 1/16 of an inch smaller than they were before. And I cut my thumb to the bone with my razor knife. It don't look as bad as it did the other day when I did it. And it was already a chore before I cut my finger, but to finish putting it.
Hey, Tasha.
Hey, Tasha.
Hope you're having a good evening.
Yes. Hope y'all all are. Hope y'all ready for, you'll have a great weekend as well. even though the weather's going to be nasty. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Central. No, I'm sorry, 8:30 Central. Start to finish making a gumbo. Everybody always asks, I'm sorry, I'm talking Cajun. Everybody always asks, questions. We end up talking a lot about food and everything. Tomorrow morning, 8:30 on my channel, Cajun Hydroponics. I'm going to have a live. I'm going to be making my gumbo from start to finish. It's going to be chicken and gizzard gumbo.
It's going to be the debut of Cooking with Dat Cajun, ball.
Oh, you need to quit that. But we'll see.
Right.
I'm excited about the strawberry towel. Pop said the same thing about putting the Cajun. That's right, bro. Cajun gumbo. Pop said the same thing. Why didn't put a bag in it? The bag doesn't fit in the whole thing to start with. You know what I'm saying? It's not because of the way it's shaped and everything. I can't put it and leave it.
Right.
So it's kind of, I thought that it would have been easier to cut the bag up and put it on the sides. I just have to put a little piece of tape across the top. It's going to be in the pier light and everything, but just put the tape in the top until I put the plants and I'm able to really pack it in tight, and that might work.
Right. See, the video is terrible right now. Your video is bad, and your sound is a little choppy too. I don't know why. Is mine?
You fine over there? I hear you.
Huh? That's weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, and your video's got a delay now. It's weird.
You want me to step out and come back in?
Let me just pull you out. See if just re-adding you'll do it. How's
Probably
that?
not. It still has a delay?
No.
Okay. If it does again, I'm going to back out and I'll come back in. No telling.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. That's the worst it's been ever. And we were just talking about that too, right?
Yep, sure. Dude, it actually Egyptian spinach.
I sent you Egyptian spinach? You sure it was from me? I don't remember ever having Egyptian spinach. Naked Gardener, what's going on?
Hello.
Welcome. Danny was bored. He wanted to have a live stream, so we just did a live stream.
Trying to get Jeff some hours.
Trying to get me some hours.
Trying to push Jeff over that 4,000 mark. He has a way to go, and I like talking with Jeff. It always ends up very interesting.
At least that's what everybody says. Okay, you're going to give me the credit. All right. And you can send that participation ribbon when you can attach that to the trophy when you send it too. I'll take one of those.
Oh man.
Yeah, he made a comment. He made a comment on one of the videos, and I don't remember exactly what the comment was. And he said something about we'll get a participation trophy, and I replied, "Well, you can just tie that to the trophy when you send it. I'll take it." That helps. Right? Tasha knows. Naked Gardener knows.
You see, as long as Jeff needs to plant something, and right now he should be growing snow. He could be doing all kind of videos on the snow.
Oh, it's growing for sure. So it's weird, right? Because we watch the weather and we watch the news, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's we got about 12 inches of snow fall." And I look outside the day before yesterday when I cleaned the first time, there was a good 6 to 8 inches. Overnight, it had to have dropped close to 10 inches of snow. And then it's done another 2 inches since then. Wow. So I don't know where they're counting theirs. Sheila,
Chubbs,
get to work.
get to work, girl. It's your last double. Make it worth
Well,
it.
thank you. So yeah, that's and then the snowblower broke today. So I think I'm gonna have a friend of mine bring his kerosene heater over tomorrow, put it in the garage, warm it up a little bit, and try to pull it apart. See if I can figure out what's going on with it. Because we're supposed to have another storm, they say, coming, depending on how the airstream and all that stuff happens. So we might have more snow coming.
If you send me another polar vortex this year, I will go up there and visit with you.
Oh, then I'll get the fans out.
You better shut up, Jeff.
Because if you come up soon enough, then you can help me shovel.
I'm not helping you shovel. You have to shovel your back off the dirt.
There's no dirt to hit.
Well, it's gonna be some dirt after I roll around in it. You're gonna move all that snow.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, last year, about 2 weeks before the polar vortex, you said that I'm gonna turn the fans on and send that to you. You shouldn't have no tomatoes planted. I go to work, boom, all my plants are dead when I come back because of a polar vortex.
Yeah, I just turn the big fans on and aim it south.
Yep. I actually have more money tied up in my strawberry plants than I do in my my towel. You know, my 2 towels for the strawberries. It was $60 for the 32 strawberry plants, and I have right at $60 tied up into the bucket with everything with it.
Right. Oh, that would be nice. I am just can't wait till those days are here again.
We were like that 2 days ago. Right now, today the high was I think maybe 45, but it was humid and windy all day.
What peppers am I growing this year? I don't know how much I'm actually going to be growing this year, but I will at least have some buckets. I will be doing my lipstick pepper, my ancient sword pepper. Depending on room, that may be all I'm going to grow because I really like the lipstick pepper. They're a decent sized sweet pepper. And the ancient sword is just a really big banana pepper. So those definitely. I don't know what else. I mean, I really want to concentrate growing things that I'm going to eat or I'm going to store. Because I freeze the peppers. I cut them open. I take the seeds and everything out of them, and then I put them in a one of those plastic things and vacuum seal them, and then I freeze them so I can eat them. I actually just ate some tonight for dinner. So I really want to concentrate on growing the things that, the lipstick and the sword. Yeah. But yeah, I want to really concentrate on things that I really like to eat and will use a lot of so that I can really stock the freezer. Last year in the winter, I ran out. I didn't have enough peppers to get me through the winter. This year I haven't eaten as many yet, but I still don't have a ton in there. So I know I'll be growing those for sure.
You can share the link, Jeff, see if someone wants to come up.
I could do
Seems
that.
like there's a lot of people talking.
I can share that link.
If y'all have some questions about the hydroponics or anything like that, Jeff's the guy to talk to, especially Crack.
Oh, Cracky, yeah. Regular hydroponics, it's you.
All I do is follow the instructions. I tell her, I was talking to Mr. Bill this morning. I own a homestead, and he was thinking about doing something. And he's like, I just don't know about the the hydroponics and mixing the fertilizer and everything. I'm like, Mr. Bill, if I could do it, you could do it. I said, also, if the easiest thing is if you can make chocolate milk, you can mix the hydroponic solution. That's how easy it is.
Yep. Yeah, it's just a recipe. You just follow what
that's all it is.
Grow that, brother. Good evening. Don't work too hard, bro.
Nope. Stay warm.
Yeah.
So people make a really big deal, especially with the master blend. Well, I don't know how much to put. It's like a teaspoon. You take a teaspoon and a half a teaspoon. and a gallon of water that gives you 800 ppm. Moderator.
Yeah, I made him a moderator. I don't have any moderators in here.
Dang, boy.
I'll just pick the first couple people that I see here. Add some moderators.
Also
Never
excited.
know.
Cosmic Cultivate, my Cajun boy. Cosmic Cultivators made me a moderator the other night. I was so pumped up about that. I'm not a moderator anywhere else. I was pumped up.
So well, you're a moderator on my channel, but you're just always in here.
Damn.
See, I didn't mean to burst your bubble.
I didn't even know. Did not know. So you cleaned up your arrow garden, right?
I did. So I took that all apart, scrubbed that all down, and planted some radicchio. What are y'all drinking? I'm actually drinking coffee.
Coffee right now. And later on, we're going to be on Will It Grow. Well, I will. I'm going to be on Will It Grow, John's Live. We will be doing karaoke tonight. And I think we're going to have people on the panel. The karaoke we do is we sing a song that the people in the chat picks.
Kenny or Angie, one or the other or both.
Which one of y'all are y'all's? So we'll be on there. And when that starts out, that's when I'll start drinking a little Coors Light and a little Jägermeister.
Yeah, not me. I made you one too, Blacks, just in case. You never know.
Both of them, boy. Look, Jeff, you hit the lottery tonight. Kenny and Angie's on it.
Yeah, they're gonna be at the showdown. See,
pick some good songs for John to sing. He sings anything.
We're already pumping up the karaoke.
Yep, we got John didn't even remember singing "It's Raining Men" last time.
I don't think he remembered a lot.
I didn't. I had to go back and look. Basically, after the first 2 hours, I thought we were done. I'd gone to bed. I had to go back and watch through fast to see.
I dropped the link again. Somebody wants to pop up.
Yeah, anyone's welcome. You're more than welcome to come up and visit.
I'm drinking coffee because I was outside just before dinner trying to shovel all the snow because my snowblower broke. So I was cold. It's only like 18 here right now.
You know what that is, Jeff?
That's the world's smallest violin. I know.
No, it's a fiddle down here. It's the smallest fiddle in the world playing My Heart Cries Out to You.
I don't listen to fiddles.
You should. It wouldn't make you so mean.
A violin, maybe. Yeah, fiddle, no. Angie. You're missing a couple letters in there, but
about 13 E's.
Right.
So on the third greenhouse, I made up my mind. I'm going to have 6 runs in it instead of doing the half a greenhouse with runs and then the other half in it to be able to start seeds. Hey, yeah. Dan, how's it going, brother?
Hope you're staying warm. Hope everything made the freeze down there. Everything's still growing good.
Oh yeah, he had stuff all over. He had some stuff in some trash cans and
yeah,
he saved his stuff. I lost a few dragon fruit I had left outside. I wanted to see how cold-hearted they were. They're not. They're not.
Oops.
But yeah, so I'm gonna have six runs in the greenhouse, and I'm gonna leave the outside runs, which will give me about 4 feet. That's where I put the strawberry towers at, and try to decide what I want to do from there. If I want to remove the ones I have in the other greenhouse to put stuff, the other 2 greenhouses to put stuff, or we've already had people asking for tomatoes. I mean, it's going to be ridiculous.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, John did get the gift also, so he will be opening it tonight on the live. This year's mankini. It's not a mankini.
This year's mankini.
You want to say hi? No.
No. Hi, anyways.
She'll get her courage up after a while. She come in and wave
There
hi.
you go.
I think she's Harry Potter in right now. She's putting a cape on.
You got the crooked wand?
She got two of them, I think.
I have more somewhere.
Oh, she has more.
Got to have the wand.
I am cooking gumbo tomorrow, Dan. I'm going to do the live stream and 8:30 tomorrow morning.
All day. Cooking with Dat Cajun. That's his new channel. Is going to be Cooking with Dat Cajun. Baw.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's going to be. You got to have the baw on there.
You got to have the ball. The what was it? CDCB. The cooking
CW.
CWCB.
CWD. CB.
Yeah.
It's too long, man. If you got to think about it, it's too long.
Yeah, Dan. I've been getting a lot of people asking questions, and it's hard to explain it, when you're not showing it. So I'm going to go ahead. It's a great day with the cold weather we have over here. It's a great day to I'm going to put it on a live stream and start cooking it. And if people have questions, I'll answer the questions. And, we'll go from there. I'm going to do it with store-bought roux. So, the roux can be purchased on Amazon, and basically everything you can get from Amazon or your local store. So I'm going to do it like that and show everybody how I do it. No chubs, Sheena. I didn't get a king cake. They didn't have any.
You're supposed to stop on the way home and grab one.
No, she needs to come home. No, there won't be a store open that's going to have them. We'll try again tomorrow. But I'm making gumbo and potato salad.
Potato salad?
Yeah.
Did you say you're fired?
You promise?
Potato salad with gumbo?
Oh yeah, that's a staple.
Is it?
Yeah, that's about the only time I would eat potatoes. Now, don't on it. I don't want. We always get on food, but like the only time we didn't eat potatoes much besides French fries. So when you make a gumbo, we would always eat a potato salad with it. Super simple. A little bit of mustard, a lot of mayonnaise, salt, black pepper. By mayonnaise, I mean blue plate mayonnaise. Everything else is just like no. But with a stew, a chicken stew or a shrimp stew, you slice the potatoes similar to a potato chip, and then you kind of fry them in a pan with just a little bit of grease. Get it
gratin.
Was that?
Gratin. Those are potatoes. Gratin potatoes. They're shaved really thin.
No, I mean, I guess but you take them and you fry them in a pan. You don't put a whole bunch of grease, just a little bit of grease, fry them on both sides, get them cooked the way you want it. And then you start scrambling some eggs and you put the potatoes in there with black pepper and stuff. And you can eat the potatoes and the eggs, and it never tastes the same unless you eat it with a stew. Oh my, so that's the only time we eat potatoes.
We eat it in the summertime. We make potato salad with, like burgers or steak or stuff like that. We'll make potato salad.
Angie, don't egg her on.
What happened? Kenny came up for a second, then he disappeared.
He got fired.
He got fired. Yeah, maybe that's what she's saying. They fired him.
They fired him. Fired. He's probably gonna put some makeup on his eyes for talking back to Angie last night.
Yeah, he popped in there and then he was gone. Just watching for my dogs to come back in the house. Oh my God! When I cleaned up the runs back there, the dogs went nuts.
They were excited, huh?
They were just running around, chasing each other. Oh, here's Kenny. All right, here we go. Adding you in. Here he is. Mic working and everything?
Take it off of mute.
Here we go. Add you in.
Hammer.
No,
Hammer.
What's
turn
going
off.
on?
Like working and everything. You're gonna have to turn off your YouTube in the back. Just mute it. Take it off of mute. Listen to me twice. I said it.
Wait. Fired. 2 fireds. Right in a row.
I think they were both talking about me.
Oh, I know. But it just came up at a good time. Oh, he had enough of you. Already. Man.
I'm not gonna put up with that. I'm not gonna send Angie the hat.
Oh.
She's gonna straighten him out. No, that dude got so mad last night. Let me tell you. I was sitting on the sofa and he hides behind the wall in the hall and he sticks his head out. He'll put the gun out and I'll shoot the end of the gun a couple times. Well, I got him in the side of the head with it and he got mad at me. So he went in the kitchen and he was talking and I'm gonna whoop you and I'm gonna dude. I don't know where he gets all that from, but this dude was like 19 feet tall and bowed up. He was like John, all tall. So I'm just sitting there looking at him, and I picked the gun up. He's like, "Don't you dare!" Like right between his eyes, just above his glasses. His head flew back. He sat on his butt. He turned around, looked at me. Oh no!
Oh, here we go.
I bust him up good.
I'll get it figured out one day.
I saw Angie there with you. What? She run away?
Yeah.
She was fixing the computer.
Yeah.
Jeff, not everybody knows that computer voodoo like you do. No, when you click on StreamYard, Kenny, the best thing to do is mute the YouTube page that you're on before you click on it because it brings you straight to YouTube after, and it has that delay. And
I got you.
She just fixes things and runs.
Yep. You can come over here if you want.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, we want to see that. We want to see that seed collection now all full.
Oh. She got a bunch.
You have to make a bigger garden, Kenny.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm telling you, watch. 2 things going to happen this year. The garden's going to be bigger, and Angie's getting rabbits. Look at that face.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll say I'll go yes with the garden. Yeah.
If you have to give up one or the other, you'll give that one, right?
Yeah, because you make that big one time, it's done.
Don't teach him, Danny. It keeps him need me. I'm sure he needs you for more than that.
We don't need women. We just make it look like we do.
Okay. You sure you're drinking coffee in there?
Yeah, I can promise you right now I am.
I think you're talking some nonsense right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
We just got done sledding again. We was out just now. Granddaughter came over again, so.
Y'all got back on the 4-wheeler last night?
Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
It's a lot of fun. No kayak tonight, though.
Man, I was scared somebody was going to get hurt last night.
No, it was fun. The only one got conked in the head was me. When Angie rolled me off of it, that kayak flipped over, cracked me right square in the head. I was like,
You deserve it.
yeah. Did you hear that? She said I deserved it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you probably did, but you don't admit that.
I'm going to go refill my coffee while Kenny's right here.
We got a paddle boat out back, and I just made a play area for the granddaughter so she could sit and play in it. And
Nice.
I hooked onto it. And it did pretty good, pulling it straight, but it did not like cornering. So put that back up.
Yeah, probably not. That's cool. So you guys got a lot of snow over there?
I'd say we got about 5-6 inches. That's about it.
Man, I wish that's all we got.
Yeah, when we were done, I think we sent ours to you.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you did.
Are you still getting it?
It's only very, very few flurries right now, but it snowed 2 days basically straight. I mean, we have to have probably 18 inches.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've snowblowed 3 times.
They said northern Indiana they got 18 inches of snow, but we didn't end up with that. It's crazy.
I'm done with it. I've had enough now. I've snowblowed more this year than probably the last 2 years combined.
Really?
Yep.
I don't mind 6-8 inches of snow. That's when it's fun, but you get more than that, it's a hindrance.
Yeah. Well, this morning, so I get up around 5:30. I come down. I go to I can see in the sliding glass door where I normally let the dogs out. They're not going out there. So I figure, okay, I'll take them out through the garage door. I go out. I open the door. The dog walks up and stops at the door. It's up to his neck. And he looks at the snow. He turns around, looks at me, and then just starts walking right back in the house. So I grabbed the shovel. I had to shovel a little path out there so that they could actually get out there because they need to. I mean, they need to be able to walk out there to do something.
Yeah.
Sheena showed me a video. The people in their house opened the back door. The door actually opened inside because it's in a snowy area. So the door opened inside. They open the door up. The lady takes a bottle of wine, shoves it in the snow that's up about 3.5 feet off the ground, closes the door. She said, "I'll be back in a couple hours to drink that." We're not going nowhere. I couldn't deal with that.
Luckily, I don't think I've ever seen it that bad here. But I mean, it can be, especially if the wind is blowing and it makes it drift. I mean, I can get a couple feet up on the door.
Wow.
My neighbor's he came down a while ago when we was out earlier, and he's got a 10-foot wide snow blower about 4 foot tall. It was 4840, and he's just backing down the road blowing snow. And he come down the driveway, and I was like, "Oh!" Started throwing rocks. He waved, took off.
That'd be funny, throwing rocks about 100 yards out.
Yeah,
imagine.
And you start keeping that up in the summer with the lawnmower.
Well, you can hear him drive down the road, even when the old walnuts. Some of them are still on the road, and he was start chucking them in the woods going down the road. Imagine getting hit with a walnut coming out of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lights out.
Lights out.
Yeah, last night we had the sidewalk plow come through, and then the normal road plow came through. So we have on both sides of the sidewalk, it's like 2.5 feet deep. And then at the end of the driveway, it's another 2.5, 3 feet deep that you got to go through just in order to get out.
I ain't seen a county truck go by. I don't see them very often. It's got to be pretty bad for them to even come out.
Our yard's muddy.
Shut up.
Yeah, there's no mud here. That's for sure.
No.
Yeah, it's muddy. Oh, it's nasty.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping it calms down now because that's a lot of snowfall, and it's going to be a lot of wetness in the spring. And when that happens, if it's a wet spring, we get flooding again.
That ain't good.
Yeah. Well, y'all water ends up down here in the Mississippi River, and it backs up over there. Then it backs up in the basin. Then it ends up in my backyard. And
that's not our water. That's someone else's water.
That's your water.
Our water doesn't come down to you.
It does. Have you looked at a map?
Yes.
Y'all are up here. We down here. The water's going to flow down.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
If you look, all of the Great Lakes, they flow down through one another and they dump into Lake Ontario. Lake Ontario flows north up the St. Lawrence River and out into the ocean. It doesn't flow south.
Yeah, it ends up in the Mississippi.
Okay. Only if you pick up a bucket and carry it over there.
I mean, how could it flow up? I mean,
it flows up.
Look at a map. It can't flow up. A map
flows, it flows up.
No.
The St. Lawrence River flows up.
It goes upstream.
Yeah, which is why they have to sometimes stop. They have to close the dam off for the St. Lawrence if Canada's flooding, because then they'll start slowing the water flow so that their part can start clearing out, and it starts to back up Lake Ontario. That couple years ago when we had all that flooding, that's what they actually did. They flooded us because Canada was flooded already. So they minimized the amount of water that was going out. So it started backing us up. So we started flooding as well.
That's that wonderful.
Yeah.
There
So yeah, this is one of the few rivers that flows north.
Is there 3 of them in the United States that flow north? Is that right?
That I don't know.
Trivia question.
There you go.
You ain't got to worry about me answering it.
None of them flow north.
Can't answer it either. Well, we know one now.
Yeah, you know one, the St. Lawrence River.
I'll never remember that either.
Well, here, Danny, this will make you feel better. I'm throwing all my water down to the Ohio River, and I'm sure it's getting you somewhere along the line.
I'm sure that the Ohio and the Mississippi tie in somewhere, and it's coming our way.
Yep. I'll give you my water. How's that?
You know what's funny? I've always wondered, we got all this water that's coming down from up north, fresh water, basically. And, they run pipelines all over the place. What you mean, no?
It ain't fresh if it's coming from here.
Well, I mean, it's runoff. It's rain, and it's melting ice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But why not put a pipeline in across the country to California and all those places that are out of water instead of continuing to let it drain? You could put in a pipeline. What's another pipeline? Push water.
That's what I said. That's what I said. We had flooding 2 years. And that's what I'm saying. It's like you already got the infrastructure to pipe stuff all the way across the country. Just throw up another pipe and send them some water. They're in a drought and we're flooding. It's costing millions of dollars in damage. Send it to them.
Yep, they can have it.
Yeah. When we don't need to send it, you close it. When we start flooding, open it up, send them some water.
Charge them for it.
It's free.
But yeah, I mean, it would, to me, it would make sense. Apparently it doesn't because they don't do it.
Well,
that's the reason why they don't do it, because it makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. That's normally what happens.
Send it over there. I mean, even if you got to treat it once it gets there, you have water.
Right. And most of the stuff they use for crops and all that, if you use that kind of water for crops and everything, then you save all your other water for everything else you need.
Right. Right. Hey, look, that's us. We invented that. We need to patent that.
There it is. My mail letter to themselves.
I'll put it in the letter with Angie's hat. Don't tell us you can't open the hat.
Yeah, I asked her, I said, "You wear the hat?" And she goes, "Heck yeah, I'm rocking that hat. What are you talking about?"
You making fun of my hat?
Huh?
Are you making fun of my hat?
No, I was giving her crap. I said, because she says she always looks like Gilligan whenever she wears one of those hats. I said, "You're gonna wear the hat?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm rocking that hat. I'll be rocking it looking like Gilligan, but I'm rocking it."
It says Cajun hydroponics on it, dude. That's gonna be
boy.
Boy, I might put that on the back of the hat too. Boy, with two.
You know what? When she puts that on, I'm gonna videotape her and go, "Whoop-pow!
Whoop-pow! Whoop-pow! Pow! Whoop-pow!"
You gotta do some fishing. Do some fishing with that hat.
You got the one I sent for Chris, or she has it? The shirt.
She's got that.
She's already rocking it, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. Jeff got the first hoodie. I made a hoodie, and when Jeff won the shirt, he already had a shirt, so I sent his wife didn't have one, so I sent her a hoodie that I had. I was able to pick up a hoodie at Walmart that was on sale, and I'm able to make the emblem and everything now with my with the circuit and iron it on. I finally figured out how to do it and got everything like I wanted it. And so I sent it to Jeff.
Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
She's over here correcting you.
It's a cricket, not a circuit.
All I hear in your background, you got some weird noises.
I'll just ask you straight up while I got you on here. Jeff, what size shirt you wear?
Probably extra large.
Jeff.
It should be large, but it's probably extra large.
Danny?
3X.
15X,
Ball?
He's got to be able to cut the sleeves off.
No. It really depends on the shirt, but I always go with 3X because some of the shirts are short, and it's.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather have it too big than too small because
That's where
as
they
much as
usually
I
go
want to
with
lose
up
some
first.
weight, as much as I want to lose some weight, it never happens.
That's what I need to do too. That's why a shirt should be a large, but
Get a hat like this. Oh
I'll lose weight with a hat like that.
no, you said that's what I need to do too. I said, oh, what? Get a hat like this?
No, lose some weight,
The
man.
hat gives you. If you lose weight wearing that hat, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be wearing it all the time.
Yep.
It don't work.
Don't work.
It don't work.
What size shirt Sheena wear?
Sheena? I have no idea. Probably a 4X.
That's not right.
I'd have to ask her. It depends. It's probably a medium.
She's gonna punch you right in the shirt.
Make
She's
it a
not
belly
here.
shirt.
A belly shirt. It does, Dan. Honestly, it does. The shirts are short. So if I'm not doing nothing, just walking around, I don't have any issues with it. But if I'm working, I pick my hands up, and it's like mid belly button. I'm like, nope, that's not my type of shirt. I like to tuck my shirts in my pants, most of the time, so they stay. Yeah.
When
Yeah,
you
my
lift your
waistline-
arms up, you're gonna have to start dancing.
Kenny, don't laugh. You can put the music on and do your dance again because you
That's
didn't do it.
horrible. Nobody wants to see that.
Everybody enjoyed it. Everybody. Look, I'm going to tell you, John says the same thing about his mankini. Nobody wants to see that, but people can't stop. So that's, if you do it again, pow.
Actually, that was from
TikTok.
Freddie at HVAC and Michael Frogfoot Holler. They dared me one day to do it, and I thought, and it obviously hurt my back. I did everything, and I was like, I got to do that. So had to finish up a bunch of stuff I was supposed to have done. It got done.
Oh, it gets behind.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, I'm really liking my circuit machine. I picked up a whole bunch of
Cricket.
koozies. You have so much nerve talking about and correcting somebody that don't talk right.
I can only say that right.
What?
At least I can say that right. Cricket.
I said that right too. Circuit.
Cricket.
I don't know why I call it a circuit. It's stuck in my head. I know it's a cricket.
It's
And
kind of like me with the pepperoncini. It will forever be. It's
Peppercini.
Yeah, it's peppercini because it's funner to say.
that's it.
Peppercini.
Sheena don't say orange. She says orange.
My sister-in-law says that.
Orange.
Orange.
We're going to have to do a video one time of the differences of when we talk because the biggest issues we have in our marriage is communication. It's not talking to each other. It's understanding each other. Because to start with, she texts me something and I tell her, look, we're adults. We need to speak like adults when she texts me something and she gets mad at me. I am an adult. Well, you need to act a little bit older because I can't read what you put, but yeah, she's like, let me get the sweeper out. Or when we started dating, she's like, go get the sweeper. So I go get the broom. That's not what I wanted. I want the sweeper. No, you want a vacuum.
It's the
it's
same
like,
thing.
yeah. We get to the store. I'm like, you getting down? She's like, what? You get down? You mean, am I coming in with you? Look, you got to stop. You getting down with me and we're going to get some groceries or we leaving? Don't correct me. An ice box. It's not an ice box. It's a refrigerator. No, it's a damn ice box. Yeah, it's a trip. And, almost 11 years ago now, it was really funny. because I was an asshole about it, and she would get mad about it. And it's like neither one of us would, butt heads, and I get mad, she'd make me cookies. So I wasn't mad no more.
Graham cracker cookies.
No.
Our big problem with communication is I talk and he doesn't listen.
What?
I can understand why. You're always correcting.
Because I'm right.
How you doing, Robert? Feeling better?
How are you, Robert?
Old guys talking in a cage and ranting.
Hey, at least I'm not an old guy. Sucks to be y'all.
I still think he's watching some other live when he comes and visits us.
Why?
Because he sees some old guy somewhere all the time, and I don't know what he's
I can
talking
see
about.
two of them. I mean,
Where?
it pretty much defined you and Kenny and a Cajun. So that defined it right there.
No.
John's not in here, Kenny. We don't need to see your chest.
It's annoying. You got it pointing up the ceiling.
Oh, yeah, mine too.
No, his was like all ceiling though.
I got mine sitting on top of an old mayonnaise jar. Because if I put it on top of the computer, the monitor, it's pointing down at the top of my head. Jeff. I'm not in the mood, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I think I was in there the other night, and it said Kenny and Angie across the bottom down there. Everybody in the chat kept going, "Who's Kenny and Angie?" Probably should change that.
But he put the general after John came on, or that general.
You gotta mess with him. He's so easy to mess with.
I don't know what I'm doing. She's asking me to change all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
What do you want it to say? I could change it for you.
Oh, good Lord.
I can make it say whatever I want.
Kenny's always right.
Wrong.
Kenny, you got some bad interference in the background over there. He flinched first before he looked. He's like, blink twice. Blink twice if you need us, Kenny.
That's funny. Yeah, I told John that one day. I said, me and oh no.
What?
I told
oh, you can't do that and not tell us what you were looking at.
oh, it's on the TV. It's on the big screen.
Oh.
So she see me flinching, and it's like a 20-second delay up there. I told John, I said, me and Danny and Jeff and a bunch of us are going to get together, and we're going to have our own growing team. And he goes, no, you're not. Don't talk about it.
Without the hat. How you doing?
You blinked 3 times. What that mean? Hey, we'll call it the rat race. I got the shirts already. Team rat race.
Cat without the hat.
How's it going, brother? This dog right here. I tell you, I had to put up an electric fence to keep him out the flower beds. I planted some blueberries. It only took the other dog one time. This one right here, it took him 2 or 3 times, but he stays away from it now. The first time was funny. I felt sorry for Cajun. He's old and he's smart, so he likes to sniff things that are new. And he was sniffing it. I got him on the nose.
Oh,
and I would not do it to the dogs if I didn't get it too. So I got it, and yeah.
That's what I got. I got our dog in one of those flock nets. You just charge the whole thing. Yep, that's what he's in.
Wait, do what?
The flock net. Like yeah, that's what he's in.
He stays.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I got
a 20-mile solar charger, and I think it's on 50 feet or 80 feet.
I bought one. I was looking to do the whole pasture at the property to turn the chickens loose in, and it's like a 35, 45 mile. The lower switch is 15 miles, and the higher switch is 35 or 40. And Pop put it around the chicken coop at the property because he's too cheap to go buy one for $40. And he had it on the high, and he's like, man, a big boy, I could literally see the fire flying across from the electric fence to the fence in the ground. And it's like, we got a hurricane fence around him. And he's like, that's like 6 inches. And at night you can see that fly across. Wow. Wow. He's like, it got me one time. Oh, and buckled my knees, yeah, boy.
Yeah, that stuff's powerful.
Mm-hmm. It'll get you.
Yeah.
It's always good when you don't forget to shut it off and go across it too. I've done that a couple times too.
Well, this one right here is only, I think it's 5 miles, 2 miles, something like. It's the smallest one you can buy, but I got less than 100 feet of wire on it.
Yep.
So,
yep.
A little extra boost.
Was that?
Gets a little extra boost because it's shorter.
I wouldn't have wanted to have my blood pressure taken after that because I was embarrassed, I was hurt, and I was mad all in about a 2-second period.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. It happens.
Yeah, it's. Then I would stick my hand underneath the house to disconnect it one time because I'm Cajun. It doesn't, the 2 prongs in the front. I have the plug underneath the house to charge it. Mm-hmm. The Cajun in me is like, just reach under there and pull it, And when I did that, I grabbed.
How'd that make you feel?
Like a Yankee.
Like a Yankee.
I'll admit it, like a Yankee.
It was all juiced up after that.
Oh. It honestly makes my knees and my shoulders hurt every time I get hit with it.
Elbows, knees. Yep.
My elbows is not bad, but my knees and my shoulders, both of them. Pow.
What's the voltage?
Enough. I don't know.
I don't know how many watt it is. I don't know how many watt. Do you know how many watt ours is? I don't know. Ours is solared.
Yeah. Mine's as small as it could be.
No.
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 I know, like electrical in the house.
I can leave it shut off. And he won't go across it. It's absolutely.
He knows already.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the house, the 110, that does, it wakes you up, but it doesn't hurt.
See, 110 don't bother me. I get hit with 110, it just gets hot. Yeah. Like when I'm doing and I did it when I was working in the greenhouse. I grabbed the whole of it. It was still hot. It'll tingle on one side, but it gets hot more than it hurts. That electric fence, when I touch it, it's like it's worse, way worse. But
take your shoes off.
Yeah, ground yourself right to the ground, right to the
ground.
And make sure there's a puddle of water.
No.
And videotape it.
Yeah, and videotape that.
And she's gonna have to leave the room. She's giving you bad ideas.
I was welding one day and I wasn't paying any attention.
Oh, that sucks.
I went around the other side. When I went around the other side, I stepped right in a puddle and just go, what? Oh, it lit me up.
When I was young, Pop had an old, I don't remember the name of it, but you had to crank it by hand on the front, and the compression was crazy.
Have a good night, Cat Without a Hat. Thanks for stopping by.
Cat Without a Hat. We were outside. He always told me I couldn't weld with it till I could start it, but I always went help when he was working. So I fell in the water cranking it because of the compression. There was no compression release on it. So when I pushed it, it took and it threw me over, rolled over in the water. Well, he went after a couple of times of me trying, he went started. And he's like, hold these 2 pieces of iron right here. So I'm kneeling down. I got rubber boots on, but I'm kneeling down in the water. And as soon as he'd strike that arc,
Mhm.
oh, damn it, you better quit moving. I'm like, it's shocking. It can't shock you. You got your boots on. I'd hold it again. And he's like, God dog it. I said, I'm telling you, it's shocking me. And then he looks, he's like, well, you're soaking wet and you're on your knees. I'm like, how you want me to not be on my knees?
Sit on your butt.
Oh, yeah.
That'll help.
I'll be right back. I got to take my medicine. Oh.
What's that, Jaeger? That's your medicine?
OPP.
Go check the plumbing.
No.
Oh, what have you been doing today, Jeffrey?
Oh, moving snow.
He's
worked all day.
Kid? No snow blower, no nothing.
Well, this morning I went out. I had a meeting at 8:00, and then I went out and I snowblowed the driveway and I snowblowed the backyard for the dogs. Then I put it away, and then it snowed all day, so that was probably another 2-3 inches. So I was just going to go out before dinner. I was going to run the snowblower quick again, and the snowblower broke.
Oh.
So I shoveled most of it. I didn't finish it all, but I shoveled most of it. And then I came in. I was texting with Danny, telling him how mad I was, and then he's like, "Oh, you want to do a live?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm hungry, I'm tired, and I'm pissed." I'm like, "Maybe later."
I was waiting for you to say, and here I am.
Right. He wanted to do it earlier. I'm like, no, not right now.
I understand.
So tomorrow I might have to try to pull it apart. There's a gearbox in the front where the augers are.
Mm-hmm.
So the snowblower runs. As soon as I try to engage the auger, it cuts right out, stalls it out. So I looked at it, and the auger, there's a big pulley on the bottom that the belts, once you pull the handle, it puts pressure on the belts to engage the large pulley. As soon as it engages that pulley's not moving. And that's what spins the two front auger pieces. And there's a little tiny gearbox in the front. So I'm thinking that might be the problem.
You might make sure you ain't got something stuck around your auger, wrapped around it.
Oh yeah, I looked at it. I had it outside. I was looking at it.
Yeah. Take that belt off, see which one spins freely. Whew. Yeah.
Oh, get him.
I don't know if we want to know what you're using that snow machine for.
I think he's a bot.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Be the North here. He might.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I wasn't sure if it's a bot or if it's not. Because it's like half botish, half notish. You know what I'm saying?
It's somebody talking with it.
Yeah. Because they brought up a snow machine in Nova Scotia. So I'm like, I don't know. Don't know if we needed that first part.
Angie, go check to see if he's for real or not. Check out his channel.
Well, Angie deleted the message.
Oh, Angie.
You didn't say it right.
I'm not copying John. I make my own ways through this gardening community. I'm not gonna copy him. Angie.
Oh no.
I'm sure he's lurking around somewhere and listening.
Oh, I'm
He
sure.
probably is.
He's probably waiting back there. He's like, my ears were burning. I knew that y'all was talking about me. Y'all probably been talking about me the whole 59 minutes and 20 seconds.
Well, he's got his people out there, looking around. So
Everybody
he probably knows.
They better tell him that we talking about doing our own team. We're still gonna be on the two
Oh.
teams, but we're gonna have our sub team.
Sub team.
That's what he said.
Good.
It causes too much crap. Just even if you're joking.
Yeah, I know.
Do smart ass.
I was gonna actually put.
Yeah, we could be the smart ass team. That'd be. Yeah, we could do that.
Then Angie couldn't be involved.
Give him the look of death. Don't give me that here.
The second part, she can be involved in the second part because she's an ass. Angie, I'm like 1,100 miles from you. I'm not scared.
You see it? Robert says he can smell and violated seal has a distinct odor.
All the manatees have left the area.
I'm just messing,
Why
Angie.
do you have a camera on me?
You're supposed to be on camera if you're going to join in the conversation.
Yeah, Kenny, you just got told by your wife, Paul. He's like, yeah.
It happens.
Right.
I'm just shocked he listened.
What?
So what new seeds did you get, Angie, that filled up your stash?
If you watched her video, you would know.
Oh no.
I got more.
Jeff sent some more.
Oh, that finally came?
Yeah.
And Sarah.
Yeah, and Sarah, Big Blue House.
Cool, cool.
Oh, you better come over and tell him.
Yeah, I didn't watch the video
Yeah,
yet. I've been busy.
Hey, he's just asking you for you there.
No, he don't want my ugly face up there though.
You're beautiful.
So, I do got questions.
For who? Danny?
No, for you, Jeff.
Oh.
Okay, so the dill I'll definitely be using because I didn't even think to ask for a dill.
There you go.
And so that one's going to be
Where you
awesome.
got that deal from, Jeff?
From Dill.
And then the slow bolt cilantro. All I have
Yes.
is regular. And I tell you what, it bolts like that for here for some reason. So that's going to be awesome. But I did have a question. The German red strawberry, is that the tomatoes that you were talking about on that one live?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a slicer. It's
I
about
thought it was, but I was like, I don't know if I couldn't remember.
they can get to about a softball size, maybe a little bit smaller. And they're in the shape of like a heart.
You said those are the ones that are pretty sweet, right?
Yeah.
That'll be good because I don't really have anything sweet. I was kind of excited when Sarah
Not
sent
me.
the Mr. Really?
Yeah, the herbs actually came from Danny. Those are seeds that he sent me that I am never going to use all the seeds that he sent me.
There's a ton of them.
They didn't even make a dent out of what I had.
And that didn't even make that out of what I had.
Well, I appreciate every bit of it. I can tell you that. Because I tell you what, my seed bank, oh man, it is beautiful now. I
Nice.
mean, absolutely beautiful.
That's good. Now you can
Yeah.
show me how to start seeds because my tomatoes aren't doing better. I'm up to like I think 65, 70 seeds that popped out of 270, but they are starting to pop. I didn't water them enough at the beginning. I left them in the domes and I didn't want to over water. So I didn't water. And like after 2 weeks, only 2 of them had come out, and it was the ones on the edge where the water would fall back down. So I figured it was because they were dry. So I saturated them and and then I filled it up. Is either they're gonna die or they're gonna pop, and they're popping. It's slow. My pepper seeds aren't doing well.
Last year I had issues with the tomatoes, well, and peppers, but the tomatoes were really bad just because, well, they were doing great to begin with. And then they like started like turning yellow. And I mean, I was trying everything to pull them out of it and I couldn't get nothing to work. And then once we got them moved outside, they come out of it no problem. So my first thought was, you know, because I mean, they weren't root bound or anything. So it's not like they needed up potted or anything like that. So couldn't figure it out. But then got to talking to Michael, and And he was thinking that it was because it was close to the window, and the window had like some of the cold transfer through the window. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, that kind of makes sense, because I mean, I have legit never had a problem or issue before. And then, but then once I tried starting new ones, they didn't come up at all. So I tried a bean, just putting a bean in a bag and everything, and come to find it was the water.
Yep.
Because I mean, if you can't get a bean to pop, I mean, it's you're bad. It's bad.
Cheap. Yep.
Because like you can literally spit on a bean and it'll pop open. And I mean, it did pop open, but it was like all like.
You using town water?
No, it was our water.
Really?
But see, I quit drinking our water probably about 4 years ago, because longer than that. Because like we live here, and then my mom lived next door where our boy lives now, and then our neighbor. Well, mom started having problems with her gallbladder. She ended up having gallbladder surgery. They were trying to take my gallbladder out. I'm not a surgery type person, so I was like, I'll just suck it up and not eat stuff. But they were sending me in for tests, and I just happened to be in there at the exact same time as our neighbor. And when she was having the exact same test I was having, and having the exact same problems me and mom were having. And I mean, we're all within, fairly decent. And we know that their water.
Everybody's in the same section.
Yeah, because it's like a underground river type
Aquifer
thing. Yeah. And so.
Called an aquifer. Say it, aquifer.
Underground river.
Underground river. I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish.
But I switched over, and then Kenny once we switched the water and started going back, because I started with bottled water to begin with, because I had gotten it like super cheap. So I was like, I got it. I'm not going to use it like that. So I started with bottled water, but after thinking back on it, it's like, that is when, once I switched and started using the tap water, that is when I started having problems. So now we got that reverse osmosis. So that shouldn't be an issue this year, hopefully.
Did they test the water?
Yeah, we had it we had it tested right after that, and they said it tested for like calcium, stuff like that, which I mean, you're in the country, it's like, well, duh.
Yeah, you can have calcium, iron, and nutrients and stuff.
Yeah, and they was like, nothing. But they also said that they couldn't do like full testing, so we had to have it sent off and actually tested. But when we had it sent off and actually tested, there was like all kinds of. I mean, there's good stuff in it, obviously, because it's country water, but there was, because of the runoff, and our water table is up so high now. So it's like all the fields and everything around. It's
a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a mess. We get a little bit of sprinkle, something up kicks on. It's never been that bad.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, we have city water. I mean, it's got chlorine and chloramide or whatever in there. So, I mean, I use it straight out of the hose to water the garden. I mean, I spray it on the bottom anyways. I don't spray the plants, and I haven't had a problem with it yet. But.
Well, that was the weird part about it, because I mean, we can use it outside, but then again, it's not like I do a whole lot of watering, because I'm one of those gardeners that survival of the fittest. Unless it's like severe drought.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll do it then, but I'm not going to baby a plant. He'll baby a plant more than I will. I'm just like, it dies. I'm not.
I spend time putting the seeds. I want the plant to grow. I want to get something from it.
Right.
I invested in that daggone thing.
I think that was my biggest problem in the raised beds last year. I was overwatering. Like my broccoli and everything was looking bad, and I got mad, turned the water off, and it's like a week later they started looking better. It was too late at the point that I realized it. So So I'm gonna really cut back on the amount of water I was using in the raised beds. We got a water bill this month. Well, we actually got the town bill and the gas bill in today. Sheena took them out. I almost fell over. Normally, we every month Sheena just pays $50 during the summertime because we never meet the minimum for the gas. It was just like $27 or $30, and we just let it keep building up. Then when the wintertime gets here, the first one, we usually have enough money for 1 or 2 months. You know, almost the whole winter, we don't have to put any extra money on the gas bill. And it was $136 this month. It's like, holy crap. And it really hasn't been that cold.
How much?
$136 for natural gas.
Yeah, that's cheap.
Total electric, and we got our electric bill the other day. You want to trade?
Probably not.
You don't want to trade. I'll trade with you any day.
I think it was 400 and something.
Well, we're
417.
We're right up there between the town and the gas. The town bill was $216, but $104 of the $216 was for water and sewage. The water and sewage was more than the electrical cost. Don't make no damn sense. Every time I try to talk, was that?
They just come up with numbers.
Every time I try to talk to them, they don't want to bring that up. Because it's weird, because when the town was built, they put in their own electric system, but it's for the people in town, so they charge us extra on top of that. Basically, the electricity we use, they buy it. So if we use $50 in electricity, the town charges you $50, and you have to pay that other $50. So it's $100 of electricity. So to double it up on that, then the water is more than twice. You know, and the people that's outside the city limits don't have to pay the electricity portion of it because they're on a different electrical company. Yep. So they're not paying in, and they use that money from the town to pay the police department, the fire department, the people that work in town. Oh, I get irate whenever I get close to one of the town people that the elected officials. They don't like to visit with me. One of them come over here for some tomatoes last year. I said, "Well, get to stepping." Oh.
No tomatoes for you.
Well, he's one of them, I'm sure. He's one of the people that didn't like the greenhouses in the front yard. So,
well, why should he reap the benefits then?
Exactly.
Yeah,
go buy your stuff.
$30. We got charged $30 a month extra just to be hooked on the line.
No, the worst was the pole situation.
Yeah, the electric pole.
Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to jail that day.
The light pole out in the yard, but the power goes to. It comes off there. It comes off the line, comes up to the house, and it's buried into the house. They said, "That's your pole. You got to pay to get it fixed, or a new one." I said, "What?" She said, "No, I'm not. It's got your name on it. It's your pole, not mine." And you go out there, and it's got their tag on it, their number, their everything. "Oh, we gave that to you."
I said, "Well, I didn't ask for it."
Where's the paperwork?
And then he sat there and he started being a little smart ass about it and everything else. And I was just like, no. And he just kept going on and on. He was like, "Well, it's going to be $250 and you're buying a new pole." And I was like, "Well, if it's my pole," I said, "I ain't spending it." I said, "I don't want a new one." And he was like, "Well, it's going to cause problems and it's going to cause issues." And I was like, "I don't care.
They're your issues to fix, not mine."
Yeah. And he was like, "Well, if it does this and that, you're going to get charged." And I was like, "I'm going to get charged anyway." Right. And he just kept going on and about it being my pole, it's your pole, you're fixing it, I was like, okay, one, it's in my yard. Two, I said, if it's my pole, I said, quit sending your people out here, because they send people out to drill to see how bad it is or whatever. Right. And I was like, quit sending your people out here. I said, because you're causing, your people is drilling into my pole and your people is destroying my pole. I said, so I need $250 for you guys destroying my pole. And then he started getting worse about it and everything else. And I was done. Like, I was livid. That man, I think I called him every name that there was in the book. I threatened. I was like, I'm about ready to get my dog out. And he just kept going on and on. I was just like, get off my property right now.
If it's
Oh
my
gosh,
pole,
I was
I'm
so
going to
mad.
charge you $100 every time you come and touch it.
Yep.
You don't need to be on my property. If it's my pole, until it falls over, it's my pole.
Well, the whole thing is they kept coming out and they kept drilling at the bottom of it.
It's a bore test.
They do a bore test to see how old it is and if it's still good. And
Well, why are they bore testing my pole?
they do more than yours.
No, it's mine.
Leave it alone.
If I wanted it bore tested, I would have somebody come bore. Why is rent? I mean, that's like me bore testing something out in your yard. Just because I can.
No, if you worked on it, it was part of your system, you possibly have the right.
No, but he doesn't work on it because it's my pole. That's what he kept telling me.
His electrical system.
Well, then you should be able to charge them for attaching their electrical stuff to your pole.
Exactly.
Well, I'm just.
That's rent.
That's what I was trying to come up with, but.
And then it was like it was like weeks later. I go out there and they've got their tag removed off of it. So I sent him the picture because I had took the picture on my phone. So I sent him the picture and I was like, too late. I already got pictures of it. It was
a mess.
Yeah.
It was a
mess. I was not a happy camper that day.
When they came put the little yellow tag on my door for me to go to City Hall because of they wasn't gonna let me do my stuff. Good night, my granny's garden. Thank you for stopping by.
Good night. Have a good night.
When they were gonna they were like, I'm not going over there and put that on that man's door. You go. And it was a big old mess. I got a friend that works over there. He's like, I damn sure ain't going over there. And they finally got one guy with the water truck. He came in and he acted like he was messing with the water meter and stuff. I was in the back working on the greenhouses I used to have in the back. And I seen the truck stop and I was watching him. Then I seen him walk into the door. So I started walking around the front of the house. And he caught me at the side of the house when he was coming back down the steps, hauled ass to the truck and left. So I'm like, I don't know. While I was making my round to the front, I was going to come in the house and get something to drink. When I opened the door, they got the yellow tag right there. Never seen it before. So I started looking at it, go to town. Go to the town hall, have issue with you don't have a permit, blah, blah. Oh, dude. I was mad. I got over there. The ladies at the town hall like, whoa, you just you call this phone number. We ain't got nothing to do with that. You don't get irate. Call this number.
They saw you coming.
Oh, man. Then I called that guy. Oh, there ain't nothing I didn't tell that guy. It's my fault. Now, honestly, it was my fault because I had permission to do it from the mayor, and I followed around. They had an election, and the mayor that was in there didn't win.
That's what happens.
Troublemaker.
Yeah.
Troublemaker.
Oh, you got no
I wasn't doing
idea.
any of that. I was minding my own business, and he was out in my yard. And then he wants to pop off, and it's just like,
If you were minding your own business, it didn't matter if he was in his yard. When you would stick yourself over there, you made him your business.
No, he come in my yard.
Don't start with me.
You're going to get the wrong finger here in a minute.
No, we're on Jeff's Live. I'll behave.
Why?
Why?
We won't get the strike.
Thanks, Danny. Thanks.
He's here for you. That's your buddy.
He's got my back.
Me and you, Jeff.
Right. Yeah, we get the same stupid stuff like when if there's anything in the back, like we have Forever Wild woods in the back of our house, and the trees go crazy, and the electric lines go across the back above the poles, and there's always lines running through the tree branches. I mean, it's not that high above my fence. I mean, it's 15, 20 feet or something like that. So I called the city because it's Forever Wild. It's owned by the city. And I told him, I said, there's a branch that's hanging over the power line. I want to see if you guys can cut it down. Like, oh, we don't do that. You have to call RG&E, our electric company. So I called the electric company. I'm like, okay, there's woods behind the house. There's a branch hanging. It's right on the power line. I want to see if somebody can come take it down. Oh, yeah, we don't do that. You got to call the city. I'm like, okay. I said, if it's not gone in a couple weeks, I said, there'll be a power outage, and it's right behind my house because I'm going to cut it down. A week later, they came and cut it down. It's like, really? Take care of it before it's a problem.
Well, that makes a whole lot of sense.
Well, yeah, because what's going to happen is it's going to be a storm or it's going to be cold and it's going to break and it's going to take the line out. I'd rather have me take the line out when it's nice outside.
Yep, they get it.
So I don't have to worry about getting cold or nothing. And they came and trimmed it.
Yep.
Yeah, crazy.
I went 20 minutes already.
Yeah, is John going live at 8 or whatever? What time is it? 8?
I'm not sure. When I talked to him, he said he didn't know, and I didn't see an alert from him. Even if he's going live at 8, he's still going to be late.
Well, he's always late. Angie's had enough of us, huh?
She said, "Take that stuff. Get back over there."
I was supposed to be on it anyway.
Our tag says Abundant Acres Homestead.
Yeah.
It doesn't say Kenny, John's Flame.
John's Flame.
He says you make his loins fluffy. He said,
I got a question for you all. Do you have any Cortland onion seeds?
Nope.
The only onion seeds I have are what John sent me. I think those are some red kind of onions.
Yes, sir, Mr. Robert. A big croaking night tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I got a question. Danny,
Yo.
what does the Como Save YouTube? I know what YouTube means, but what's the other part?
If you can't say it right, don't ask.
Well, I ain't gonna be able to say that right.
Come on, ça va, YouTube?
Yeah.
It means how you doing, how y'all doing, stuff like that.
Okay.
What you doing? It's French. It's a saying. Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Makes his loins fluffy.
Don't tell John that, though.
Testing me out.
Do what?
All your names.
Make sure you wasn't cussing everybody out when they come on.
No, if you hear me say ça c'est fit putain de tête de quand même, that's I thought that was my name till I was about 13. I mean,
God bless you.
Yeah, it means son of a bitch, you hard-headed.
Yeah.
They'd come outside. My great-grandmother lived next door to us, and she'd come outside. Me and Sam were fighting or something, and it's like, ça c'est fit putain de tête de quand même. And we'd stop what we were doing and go see. Just
We're talking to you guys. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I want to learn that because that's going to be your new name.
That whole thing?
Yeah, I need to learn that whole thing.
I don't think it's worth learning.
I'm just going to call you Saucy from now on. And that it means that.
Gardening, go fish. You got any heirloom tomato seeds? No, go fish. I do have some older onion seeds if y'all want to try them. I don't remember. It's Tex something. I'd have to look. They're about 3 years old.
She was looking for this specific kind. That's the reason why I asked. I thought I'll ask.
I don't keep onion seeds because they don't last long.
There you go. New Shed Wars game. Go fish for seeds. I've never grown onions, so.
I'm going to start mine here in the next couple of days.
It is something I would like to grow.
I think I put in 150 seeds came in the pack. And by the time I moved them out to the garden, I think I had 55 that were still living. And then 2 weeks later, I went back out there and there's 12. I was like,
12.
oh.
Damn.
You killed onions?
Well, we had that flood.
Yeah, we got the garden flooded out, and it was a mess. Yeah.
That'll do it.
It's hard to kill onions. Maybe if they were bulbing already, but when they're the green onions, sure. We've had 2 feet of water over onions before, and the onion tops, and they never died out. We ended up with some onions. But if once they're bulbs, the bulbs will rot.
Yep. That's what happened. Oh, Robert's still in here. Hey, Robert, who you taking first pick? Can you divulge that information?
Well, he probably won't because John's probably lurking somewhere. And then if John gets first pick, he might steal him.
Pick who?
He's asking Robert who he was going to pick for first pick in Shed Wars.
Well, we know Will It Grow's going first, so Danny's going first.
No, I'm not.
Will It Grow.
John has his first
Robert.
pick. Why would it? They have so many other people that outproduced me. I'm not going to be the second pick this year or third pick. I'm going to be the last pick.
No, I'm going to be the last pick.
No, I'm going to be not on Maya's team.
Scrappy Acres Homestead.
Not Maya's team, John's team. Jeff, how's it going, brother?
How you doing, Jeff?
Scrappy Acres. So it's a second channel? Or change name?
I think that's what I was talking to him the other day. That's going to be his gardening, pretty much, if I understood, if I'm remembering correctly.
Uh-oh, what we got? Lord only knows what that game will work. So,
oh, you see that? See that, Danny?
No, wait.
John and I are both fighting over Danny.
John just don't want me against him.
There it is.
That's right. I'm gonna be the only person on my team.
Jeff, you went the first day of draft last year, didn't you?
I think I went the first day. Yeah.
Angie and I were second to last.
That's not a bad place to be.
No, because where I was picked, there was a lot of anxiety that built up in me being that high of a pick.
There you go. All the gardening and homesteading will be on that channel.
I have to remember that, Jeff.
Started seeds. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Yeah, I'll have to look up that channel. Actually, let me maybe I'll get a link in the
Drop the link.
Drop a link there for the channel.
Let me see if this doesn't. Oh, wait. You're going to hear some noise.
Oh, Lord.
Stop it.
I can't do it. I'm on my iPad. I have to
be on there. Yeah.
And there it is.
Yeah, those strawberry tires will make a lot of weight. Yep.
They're actually not that bad.
Did you get your crack fixed? That sounds bad.
I can't do the. I'm hoping the strawberries do well, Mr. Robert, but I think the strawberries would be more. If they do work out, it's going to be more for a southern hemisphere. Whenever we put out a bunch of strawberries, I have 2 sets of them. I don't remember the names, but one of them is an everbearing, and the other one is a June bearing. So if I can keep them alive through the summer, they should do well in the fall. Well, early spring too next year.
Oh, and I did not send the seeds out yet. I will try to do that next week with all the snow and just life in general. I haven't had a chance, but I do have them, so I will send them out next week because I got to send Danny some out as well because he's killing all the seeds I sent him. So I got to send him some new ones.
I'm not killing them. They're not. They got a sprout for me to kill them. I didn't even get that far with them.
Wait a minute, I thought you had like a 1,200-foot square walk-in freezer full of seeds.
I do, but not those types.
He's killing all the ones that I sent him.
The seeds I have in the freezer are more for like a worst case scenario that I would have seeds to be able to grow stuff. A lot of heirloom, a lot of lettuces, and a lot of cucumbers. And
which ones you send him, Jeff, that he's killing?
I sent him a whole. Well, I can't even keep track of all the seeds I sent him.
It's a lot of pepper seeds that we talked about and wanted to grow. Last year, most of them came up, and the aphids got them before I could plant them outside, and they never recovered. This year, and there's still a chance they'll pop up again. It was lack of watering when I initially planted them. I put water in them, thinking that the domes always had moisture, but with the heat, I'm not sure.
Danny got those from the dollar store. He ordered them online and picked them up at the store.
Yep. I told his wife that you order them online, and it's out. You got, I think it's 36 or 38. You get in a case. You have to order a case of them. And like I told her, I spent over $38 driving around in my truck to the $3 stores we have locally trying to find, and I picked up 15 of them.
Yep.
So when I made the order online, I ordered 100. I ordered 3 cases. I think I got 108 of them or something like that.
Yeah, we did the same thing. I don't know when that was, like a month ago. We started driving around, and she said, finally, heck with it. I'll just go home and get them online.
Yeah.
I said,
okay. And you can order from the Dollar Tree online and have most of the stuff shipped to the store for pickup.
Still haven't done that.
Still ain't done that?
Yep. I really need to start saving more seeds. Especially the way I killed Jeff's seeds.
Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't run out of any of those, and I needed seeds for them.
Yeah. And I was looking forward to them this year also, because on the outer rows on the greenhouses, I'm contemplating taking them out altogether. This year I was going to use them for pepper seeds, because I don't have much room, much height for the stuff to be able to grow up. So I was going to use peppers right there. And I'm having issues with that. But I got seeds from the Cosmic Cultivators. They have a pepper challenge going on. They send you a pack. Are y'all getting in on that? Yeah. So you don't know what the pepper seeds you're going to be growing. So I'm going to start about 10 seeds, and we're going to see, hopefully I get at least one to pop.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. We got an area out here by the driveway. I think I'm going to put them there. I'm not sure.
Peppers.
Yeah. Yep. I'm not sure yet.
Well, you still have time to drop the seeds that I send you.
I will. And I mean, it's not going to be, I'm going to try to keep them going. We're not going to shut the greenhouse down this year like we did last year. We shut it down middle of July. I got shade cloth this year. I should be able to put fans in it if I need the fans. Things like that. I have electricity in the greenhouse now, the breaker boxes and everything. So I should be able to do everything relatively easy if I need to add things to it. Last year, it wasn't, I couldn't. So, and I wanted to see, the tomatoes, and with the third greenhouse, it's going to allow me to put the tomatoes in that greenhouse and use the sides for peppers in the other ones. And I'm really hoping that we do better with the raised beds in the backyard. I really am. It would be nice.
If not, take them out, put another greenhouse.
If we don't, I'm taking it out and I'm putting up a shop. I did talk to one of my friends today. He stopped by. He has 2.5 acres, 3 acres, about half a mile from me. And he's like, man, if you want to plant anything over there, you're more than welcome to do it. I'm tired of cutting grass. He said, you cut 15, 20 feet around whatever you want to plant. And he said, you could do what you want to do with it. But
nice.
Yeah, it's nice until I start planting stuff out there and the kids from the neighborhood start pillaging it, and the old people in the neighborhood start pillaging it.
Right.
It's not fenced in, and it's like me. It's nice where he's at. Don't get me wrong. He just it's in a.
Hey,
It's
Micro
not-
Farms.
What's up, Micro Farms?
How are you? Thanks for coming by.
Microfarms, you have a channel? I thought I had subscribed to you, but I went and looked, and I'm not, and I couldn't find your channel. But yeah, so he's like, man, you can come out there and plant your blackberries. I know you want to do a whole bunch of blackberries. You keep that up. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure that would really last long over there.
Yeah, put you some blackberries out there, Grape Harbor, put all that out there.
I'm still looking in town. I need to go talk to the old mayor. He knows the people that are, they have a few lots in town that are overgrown and the people aren't taking care of them. You know, I might be able to pick up a couple lots. I'll fence them things in with 6-foot fence. I'm not scared.
Will they let you do that?
They ain't got no choice. It's a fence. I just need to buy a permit. Listen, then after I went and bought the permit back on the greenhouses, well, how much do you value your greenhouses at? I'm like, I don't understand. Well, you know, what's the estimated cost on it? What did you pay for them? I'm like, why is that any of your questions? Well, the more it costs to put it up, the more your permit is. I said, it was given to me. That's why it's secondhand. She's like, oh, well, what you think is going to cost you to put it together? About $40 for some bolts.
Right.
There's no way I'm going to tell you what it's really going to cost me to put that shit up. Give me a $25 permit. That's the cheapest one. How's it go? She's like, well, I think it's going to cost more than that. I'm like, well, how does it go? You know what? She's like, well, up to $500, $450 is going to cost me. I got to buy bolts and some wood. I ain't going to tell you what I paid. No way. So you can charge me more money for something I didn't want?
Right. You know you wanted that permit.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to get another permit when I put the other greenhouse up.
Another $25.
Yep. And that's all they're going to get too is $25. Kenny, I heard you putting up a greenhouse.
Yeah, I actually called yesterday because I'm going to put up a 24 by 24, just a storage shed building. And I've called, and the, whatever he is, the building inspector guy, he hasn't called me back yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that.
Well.
He's a super nice fellow, in case he's watching.
You see, when I wanted to put my greenhouse up at the property, they told me the same thing, and my shop up out there. They're like, well, you got to have permits. So I went to talk to the guy. I'm like, okay, what kind of permit I need? Well, you need 150-mile-an-hour wind rating. I'm like, for what? You know, well, you got to have that. You can't put your greenhouse up without it and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. So the guy passes a few weeks later, and I have my greenhouse up. He said, I told you couldn't put your greenhouse up without a permit. I said, I didn't. I said, all I did was take because it was, I put 2 metal carports together to build the greenhouse. I said, all I did was take the tops off of my carports and put plastic. I changed the roof on it. That's all I did. It's not my fault. You know, I don't know what to tell you. It's
Gray area.
Right.
Hello, Bunky.
Hey, Bunky.
He was
How
upset.
are you?
When I put an electric pole in. So when I put the electric pole, I had to get a permit for that. So I went and get the permit for that. And while I was putting my shop up, I left the permit up for the electric pole. So when they would pass at the property, because he knew I was putting it up, when he would pass, he'd see a permit sign. He never got down.
Hey, can you mail that to me?
Hey, Bunky, I gave you a shout out today. You made me do something. Well, you and your sisters. You're so mean. I should have been working on my greenhouses.
Right.
Took it 2 days and I done something else.
That's what happens.
Jeff, how many square feet are you going to put out behind your house this year?
Square feet of what?
Garden.
About 2.
Yeah, about maybe 2.
That's it.
Well, like I said, if we're gonna end up, depending on when we put the house up for sale, I might just grow in buckets.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I do remember you telling me about that. Yep.
It's all up in the air.
You're gonna have buckets lying down the driveway.
Right?
I've seen some people, man. That's what they enjoy, the buckets. Hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it by any means. They do a good job with them. I'll tell you what, they do an awesome job with them.
I had my about 7 dragon fruit that didn't make it, so I'll be planting stuff in those buckets. They already have the dirt and stuff in them. No, Sheena, I'm not making you no food for when you get home. You're gonna have to get up for lunch tomorrow and eat some gumbo.
Yeah, but buckets are pretty easy. I mean, it's easy to dump the dirt out, refresh the dirt, put nutrients in there.
Yeah.
And I actually have wicking buckets. So when I put the nutrients in the water, anything that goes down to the bottom gets caught, and then the plants can suck it back up if they need it.
Yep. Smart.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it shows pictures of it this summer. It'll be 200 buckets up and down the driveway, around the back.
Yeah.
You have to make you a highway for your dogs to run through them.
What are you talking about?
Right.
I kept wanting to eat his potatoes and cheese things, remember? He had some out.
She's talking and we can't hear her.
Here, try again.
She's ruining the conversation. We had a conversation flow going, and she ruined it.
Not doing it.
I do want to do some more potatoes this year, though. Last year, you guys grow potatoes, right? You guys grew potatoes.
She does, yes.
Yeah. I remember seeing potatoes.
Everybody on 10 grows potatoes.
I grew potatoes for the first time last year, and those things were the best.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't even compare them to anything I've ever bought in the store. I mean, you could almost eat it with nothing on it, and it tastes nice and creamy, and it was so good.
And you take them little bitty ones about the size of a big marble, and you just deep fry them like that and throw some new-news on top of them. Oh.
Deep fry them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you deep fry them. Just like you would a French fry.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, man. The little ones are the best.
Yep. Good. I know what you're talking about, but mine was on the fruit tree. I get them Fiji apples from the store. Well, this year was the first year that our Fiji tree actually it produced apples. They were the best daggone apples I've ever had in my entire life.
Nice.
I've never heard of them.
They're good.
I need to go to the property because the orange tree over there is slap full.
Oh, you got an orange tree there?
Well, I had planted an orange tree, a lime tree, a lemon tree, and two types, a satsuma, a lemon tree, and my mom she hired somebody to level the property and turtleback it to where it would drain. And I asked the guy, you need me to, mark it off or something? Oh, no, I'm not going to run him over. Well, he run over 3 out of the 4. So he's like, I'm going to pay for him. My mom's like, oh, don't worry about that. He got money. I'm like, dude, $200 in trees.
They're gone.
Have a good one. Enjoy your dinner.
Yep. We'll see you after a while at John's Live, Mr. Robert.
Take care, Robert.
Thing tonight.
Yeah, that's one thing. It's nice up here. I don't know if you guys have apple orchards where you are, but we have apple orchards up north and all around us. And you just go get fresh apples. They just pick them and bring them in by the crates.
Yep.
Huge crates.
Yep. We got them. We got some of them around here, but now we've been starting to get our own now off our trees. And I'll tell you what, it's nice.
Yeah.
I think you can. I don't know how many. I can't even tell you how many quarts of apples.
Bunky, I'm not cooking nothing for her tonight. But tomorrow I am doing a live stream, 8:30 Central, and I'm going to start to finish doing a gumbo. It's going to be on the live stream the whole time. So it's going to be about a 3-hour live stream cooking gumbo. chicken and gizzards.
Cooking with the Cajun.
Both.
Ball. You can follow along with him. Just get all your ingredients together.
Well, you don't have to get all your ingredients. If you want, you can try, but it will be something that anyone can go back and look at, start to finish.
Are you going to use the dog whipping spoon?
Yes, and I done told her if I catch her again using my dog whipping my gravy spoon to whip the dogs.
It doesn't leave his side anymore. It stays right on his side now.
It stays right on my desk. I ain't got if it's on my desk, she don't mess with it. But yeah, I'm gonna use my gravy spoon. I'm not gonna call it a dog whipping spoon. She got another one out somewhere.
Another one just like that?
No, just a regular a Yankee spoon that's pointed on the end.
Yankee spoon that's pointed. We have flat ones that are cut off like that.
No,
but they're plastic.
Oh my God!
I don't have any metal ones.
I can't stand a plastic spoon to cook with. No. Oh, watch! Check this out. I'll show you what we got.
Uh-oh.
We got some inventive people over here.
Kitty litter spoon. That's right. Kitty litter spoon.
Yeah.
You better take control of your wife, Kenny. Check this out.
It's a ladle.
With the holes on the end, boy.
Yeah. I got a plastic one just like that.
That's awesome, Jeff.
No, it's not just like that. Mine's got slats in the bottom.
That's for noodles, yours. This don't mess with noodles. That is for gumbos. That's for the kids, the little grouchy kids that I don't want them things in my gumbo. I don't want them things in my rice and gravy. So you take it, you dip it, and you dump the juice, and you put everything else back in the pot. My boss gave me that. I like it. I enjoy it. I'm finicky about my spoons and my knives and everything. Sheena's not. Yep. She uses them to beat the dogs and uses my knife to cut open the newspapers. And got a whole drawer full of knives. But no, we're going to use the one Danny uses to cut, meat with and everything to dull them real good.
Does she have her own little pocket knife that she can use to do that?
No, I don't.
Valentine's is coming up. Get her own little pocket knife, and she can have it whenever she needs to open a box. She got her little knife there.
I love her so much. I'm getting her the same thing I got her last year.
Nothing.
But hey, I got a letter opener.
Give me just a second.
You'd seen that? You'd seen the video?
Yes, I saw the video.
Send me that, dude. That's nice. That is nice. Made from.
I was in the premiere talking to you.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh my God.
If anyone wants Monkey's funny. If anyone wants to give Mr. Danny a present, give him a ladle.
Right. Anything metal.
It's got to be metal. Don't send
any kind of spoon thing that's metal. He'll be happy.
At work, them guys are like, we got plastic utensils. So yeah, and we got metal utensils. I have no issues. I have no issues washing my knife and my spoon.
Yeah, that knife is sweet looking.
It is. It's made out of cow bone. Pastor Chris sent it to me from Grow and Be Fruitful with Pastor Chris. He won one of the shirts when y'all won one. So yeah, it's really Colt claimed it. It's never gonna get used. He says it's a letter opener, but it's going on Colt's wall with his with the rest of his knives.
Right.
Yep. That knife was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. He did a video showing how he made it and everything. Pastor Chris has also done other knives and some really cool stuff.
I'm actually terrible about that. I know it was a pastor, but what was his name?
It's Grow and Be Fruitful with Pastor Chris.
There we go. If I don't write that stuff down, I forget.
But the link is in the description, also in the video.
But yeah, I wanted to go see how he did that because I got some walnut logs that I'm gonna Usually
That's
like
all.
install mill on and cut some slabs for a table we got outside. And I thought, if I got some chunks of that left, that'd come out nice.
Or even the edging, you know, the fall off on the edging, you can make some nice handles with them because there's a lot of waste on there that you can make some nice handles with.
Yeah. I thought, man, I'll keep some of them chunks and that might come out really nice if I could figure out how to do it. Looks like it'd be cool. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that knife definitely does look cool.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was a ceramic blade to begin with. I was like, he said it was cowbone. I was like, oh. Well.
I thought it was also whenever I was at work when Sheena and them opened it up. So I was on the kind of video chat. I thought it was ceramic also, but it's cool as hell. It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, check something here. It's flickering. I don't know what that means.
What's flickering?
The screen.
Well, you're not flickering to us.
Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Angie! Screen's flickering.
I wonder if they got the internet fixed.
Well, I would think so.
Well,
Most thing will be on there.
Y'all got your internet fixed, Angie?
No, we're having to pull off the
Wi-Fi?
yeah.
I
Are
don't
the
know.
pins metal or is it all non-metallic?
No pins.
It's all one
epoxy.
piece?
No,
Oh,
he has it epoxied. It's a letter opener. It's not a knife, so there's no pins in it. He just epoxied it in. See, he went back in the tang. And when he put the tang in the handle about an inch.
I think you're just gonna have to move it closer.
You got the
No.
hammer.
I'm surprised
She's
you got
over here
that.
going, don't.
Surprised you got that in the house.
That'll fix it.
A cow.
Pow. Yeah, there we go. Well,
Man, I got a headache.
Yeah.
Right from shoveling all that snow.
Oh my God. You
once
worked
you come
for
out the
20
house,
minutes.
you shovel mine too.
20 minutes. I was out shoveling for an hour
Why?
because the snow needs to move. It doesn't move itself.
The correct answer is because I live in a place where they have snow.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't be shoveling snow if I didn't.
If you lived in South Louisiana, you wouldn't be shoveling snow. You'd be complaining because it's sopping wet and cold.
I'd rather have that right now than snow. But I really don't want sopping wet either.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Trust me. And walking the path, before you start building stuff on your property, you don't realize where the water stays because you're not passing right there all the time and everything. And then, you have a big greenhouse sitting in the way of where it normally wants to drain. So the water puddles up now in different areas. So walking in the yard between the blackberries and the greenhouses, it's really wearing out a path in between it. Once I'm finished building, though, we are going to put down the paper, the greenhouse fabric, and put a little bit of rock down between the blackberries and the greenhouses. Try to make it look nicer.
My
And
phone
let's
just went off and said, "Hey, Jeff's live."
What?
There was a little bit of a delay there.
Must be a union phone if it's that delayed.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, that's less grass you got to cut too if you put stone down.
Do what?
It's less grass to cut if you put stone down too.
It doesn't matter. She cuts the grass. I got her trained.
Yeah, trained.
She only cut the grass twice this year.
Well, then she's not very trained.
No,
Our lawn's magical. I come home every day or every time, and it's always cut.
I like that.
It's
I
magical.
do enjoy cutting grass. I do and cut. I like it. Even when we had the property, I enjoyed cutting the grass.
Oh, my wife loves cutting the grass.
You said that. Sheena likes it.
It's just exercise. She likes walking behind the mower and cutting the lawn.
Sheena likes it, but when she cuts the grass, I got a lot of weed eating by the bayou. Fence in the yard, get goats.
My yard is fenced in, but I don't know if I can even have goats in the city here.
Sheep, they do a better job.
I don't think I can have them either.
Talking about sheep. Oh God, that's gonna be funny.
What time's he going live anyway?
9 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock his time. For sure. He's doing the after. He said he didn't know if he was doing the pre-show. Yeah, he didn't know if he was doing the 8 o'clock or not.
And apparently not, because no notice came out.
Yeah. Well, who's gonna compare? Nobody's gonna go watch him when we're on.
Not true. I might.
Jeff.
Oh, did you hear that?
Shows they got 9 people in here. What?
Yeah, it does. And I got 18 thumbs up. Everybody got to hit it twice.
Hey,
Nice.
Move.
it's a win.
Right. And I'll tell you, my shoulders are starting to ache now.
From what? All that typing?
Yeah. All the typing I did all day.
Oh man. It's almost
Yeah, you
time.
better get the snowblower fixed.
Yeah, tell me
You
about
gotta do a
it.
video on that.
Yeah.
Let's see Jeff repair the snowblower live.
Yeah. See me freezing in my garage, swearing because my fingers are so cold I can't undo a bolt.
Turn the heat on.
There's no heat in the garage.
Mm,
I'm actually seeing if a friend can come over and bring his kerosene heater.
yeah.
I mean, I don't have a lot of room in the garage, but at least it'll get it warm enough to where I could probably work on it somehow.
Yep. Yep. We had a salamander. We used it for years out in the garage. And it just got to the point where it starts stinking up the house because the garage is attached to the house. And then whenever you'd open the door, so finally I just went out and bought one of them propane salamanders.
Yeah.
It does a good job. You don't stink up the house no more.
Rule.
Yeah, I normally don't have to heat it up for anything, but it would be nice. It's supposed to be 16 degrees, so
Yeah.
it'd be nice to have the metal a little bit warm when you're working on it.
That's one thing I like about the salamander, though. It had a hook to a thermostat so it would get down below whatever temperature, it'd kick it right back on.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but this one won't do that. It's all manual.
Yeah. Thanks for dropping links, Bunky. She's good like that. She drops links all the time.
Monkey's on the ball.
She is. Yeah, salamanders are definitely quick heat.
Well, Bunky, what's your next project for Danny to do now?
Right? He's got time.
I thought John had him trained. Shoot, I think Bunky's got him trained now.
Yeah.
Well,
Make a hydroponic pinwheel.
a what?
A hydroponic pinwheel.
What's that?
I don't know. You got to figure it out.
That would be tough. I was thinking about it. I have since last year. I've been thinking about how I could do that. I think I talked to Jeff about it a couple times, and it just never took the time to really put some effort into it. And then when I seen Bunky and them do it, I was like, I got to do this. It's.
There you go.
We went pick up some straw, some 2 bales of pine needles from a place in Lafayette. The Urban Naturalist, real cool guy over there. But we went pick it up, and then I came home and like shit on it. I ordered the stuff, and it came in. I had ordered it while I was at work, and it came in. because I wanted to do it, just never. Well, watch Bunky and them's video, and it's like, oh man. So I started piecing it together and started thinking. I was like, man, how can I do this? And it's like, well, if I mess it up, I'm wasting $10. So I went ahead and I started putting it together, and it's actually with this. I was worried with just one because the pump was too big, but you have to have enough lift pressure to be able to get it to the top. So when I actually put the second one in, it works perfect. It's just the right amount of water for both of them, and it's. I have a couple. I was telling Jeff before y'all came in. I have a couple issues I need to fix. I'm using some mesh to stop the pier light from plugging the holes, and the mesh when the water fills up, the mesh doesn't stay on the sides like I was hoping, because the pier light, when the water builds up, the pier light kind of expands and moves. It floats a little bit, so the mesh comes off the wall. So I think I'm just going to try to put a little bit of tape along the top of it. I don't want to put the tape in the buckets, but if I put the tape along the top of it to hold it flat against it, the pier light and the water on the bottom might hold it in.
What about hot glue?
I probably could use hot glue. I'm not sure how that would affect the chemicals and stuff in the glue. I'm not afraid to eat it.
I don't think it would do anything, actually. I don't know.
That's some kind of weird phone.
That's a good idea, Jeff.
There you go. See? That's why we do these things.
I'm not going to give you any props for that when I do it.
That's fine. That's okay.
It came to me in a dream.
Right? Just spit on it. It'll fix it.
Spit on it. It'll fix it. But I do want to get the probably Sunday. I'm going to rear up and try to finish them.
See, tight bind.
Yeah, but what's in the tight bond? Because the plants are going to be in there with it. I was thinking they do have silicone that is food grade. I was thinking about picking up a tube of a food grade silicone to use it.
What's that? Haiku? I've never heard of hockey. What's that? You could speak, Angie. It's right quicker than typing.
I'm not. I think I would rather put it all the way around, or at least on the two sides and at the bottom, for it to hold. So I'm going to look at the Tide Bond, see what's in it. I might end up going with the hot glue, or like I said, the one tube of food grade silicone should be fine too. I should be able to do it all with that.
What kind of pump do you use, Danny? Do you just use like a sump pump?
I use Harbor Freight. All the pumps I use are Harbor Freight pumps. I try to use that because we have the Harbor Freight nearby and I can order them online if I need. But also I put unions. I spend a few extra dollars to get rid of hose clamps, and I put unions in them to where you just pull the union, pull the pump, unscrew the piece off the pump, screw it back, and put another pump in. It's unlikely that Sheena would have to change one. If I have a pump that goes bad, Pop would probably come and change it for her. But I do want it to be as easy as possible, and I want to have the same pumps every time.
Yep.
To be able to use them. They do go out from time to time. Apparently, Pop has a lot more issues than I do. He burned up 4 of them last year, and we hadn't burned up one in the 3 seasons I grew.
How many gallons per hour is yours?
The one I'm using right now is 264 for the strawberry towers. The ones I'm using for the greenhouses are 2,500 gallons an hour.
I don't remember what pump I got for the thing that I was supposed to have built by now. I don't remember.
They have the smaller one. I think it's 56 gallons an hour.
Yeah.
But there's only 2 feet of lift, 1.5 to 2 foot. I put them on 15-minute timers. I also use the Harbor Freight timers. So the minimum time you could put for the Harbor Freight timers are 15 minutes.
Yeah. That's where I just went and got my other pump, was Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor is what I used to call it Pearl Harbor all the time because when I would use I had a couple of ratchets from there and they would just explode. So I called them. And don't take that wrong. The new brand they have, and that's terrible. It escapes me at this very second. I'm not able to break it. I'm telling you what, it's a 90 tooth, 3/8 drive ratchet, 2 foot long. And
put out that don't break.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the actual Pearl Harbor brand. It's and that's terrible. I can't think of the name of it now, but $56. And I thought, well, we'll see if she explodes. And it didn't.
The stuff from Harbor Freight is what it is. You know, if you have an idea, and you know, like the end wrenches, I have no issues using the end wrenches from over there. You know, I break them once in a while, but I don't use them all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I have multiple ones to be able to go with it. So if I break one, I grab another one. When I go back, I exchange it. Yeah. I would not buy a ratchet from over there because
I would recommend this one.
Well, I mean, I have Craftsman. You know, I should never really have to buy any tools again with the Craftsman end wrenches I have and stuff. I have way more tools than most mechanics have, only because I had tools here. Then when I went to Ohio, the company I was working for wanted me to have tools. Hess wanted me to have tools. Grand Isle Shipyard didn't want me to have tools. Said I wasn't getting paid for it, so they wasn't going to pay for the tools. So I went and bought another 2 sets while I was up there.
Nice.
And then you know, the people that were working, actually, they would leave their tools in the snow. At first, I'd bring it. Hey, look, y'all left y'all tools. After that, I was, you know, well, if you lose your tools and you ask me, hey, I lost this tool, and this tool, I'll give it back to you. If you come up to me and say, hey, did you find any tools? Nope. Jeff, it is a fill and drain. I'm going to do a more detailed video and also a video on the build. But it is a fill and drain. No. I have seen that, and that I think that's similar to Jeff's I can't remember the name right now.
The AeroGuard?
The AeroGuard, where it sprays the solution on the roots.
Well, no, the AeroGuard actually it pumps it through it has returns at the hole. So it actually is watering the rock cube.
I got you.
There's a mister. I've seen some like that too. It's like a mister that just sprays the nutrients all over.
Yeah,
I forget. It's called something.
I was talking to you about that the other day. A guy on Facebook, hey man, you still interested in using my pumps? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, we met at the bar the other night. I haven't been at the bar in 2 years. You know, I know you're talking to the wrong person. Well, you do hydroponics. Would you be interested in trying out my stuff? I'm like, I guess, you know, you want to give me one to try? Well, I'll give it to you half price. They're $700 for 3. No. For a 27-gallon tote, there's no way I'm paying $375 or whatever for it. No.
My pump's a 250-gallon pump per hour.
250. I mean, the main thing is the lift on it, how high you can get up to be able to push it to where it needs to go. And that does lower the amount of time. You know, if you're right on the border, especially on a nutrient film, it's going to lower the amount of time that the pump will actually be useful. Right. The higher you go up with it, the less, you know, usefulness you have with a pump.
Yeah, it's adjustable, I think, too, so I can make it push more or less.
Right. But when you push less, you're probably also going to end up with less head lift or head pressure on it. To be able to push up.
Is that the downspout you got laying? Is that for the project?
Oh, in the downstairs in the video? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's I have 4 of them in there, and I have 4 of them in the garage still that I haven't done anything with yet.
We've been talking about that too. I was supposed to do a similar project to Jeff, and we were going to put them both out at the same time, and neither one of us got that project even close. And Sheena done stole my what I wanted to use, my brackets. Turned it into the pantry, and I'm not allowed to put anything in there but seed starts. She's so mean.
Yeah. I don't actually have a timer for mine yet, though.
Yeah, I go with Harbor Freight with the mechanical ones. They sell the digital ones at Harbor Freight and other places, but I'm always worried about the digital one. If the electricity misses, they're supposed to have a battery, but especially with the tomatoes, it's not worth it. You have a lot less issues with the mechanical ones than you will. The mechanical one might stay on for too long, or it might not kick on, but as long as you see it moving, it's going to kick on.
Right.
So that's one thing we look at when Sheena's here. See what time it is. It should be about the same, time within an hour or two of the you looking at it. It should be. So I much rather the mechanical ones. We had a digital one out at the property, and I never trusted it.
I have a digital one downstairs.
Yeah, but you're there to take care of it. With me being away because of work, it's hard.
Did you have any problems with the digital one, Jeff?
I have not yet. No, it's been running down there now for 2.5, 3 years almost.
No issue.
I haven't had any problems with it yet.
That's good.
I mean, I think the lights are kicking on and off. They don't normally cycle when I'm down there, so I don't know. I hope they're going on and off. They're at least always on pretty much when I go down there, so I guess that's a bonus. I guess I'd rather have it on than off.
Monkey's on it.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, we were gonna. I don't know. It's been a while ago. It was Jacking with John. I'm gonna put a sign up on our live behind us and put Bunky for president. On all of our lives. Just Jacking with John.
Wait, I missed something?
No. Yes. Chris really liked the pullover hoodie, and I like my shirt as well. I could show my shirt.
Yeah, show it.
All right. Give me a minute. I'm going to make myself something to drink, too.
Give me something. I'm out of coffee.
All right.
I quit coffee.
I'll still talk to you, but go bark.
I didn't know what kind of pumps you used. That's where I just went and got one for underneath the house. I've not had a Pearl Harbor pump. I used to just go to the tractor store and just get what they had. But it's under there now. We'll give it a whirl. I think it was $99, half horse.
Wait, say your pump?
Yeah, I think it was $99, half horse. Had a built-in check valve, float switch. That's, like I said, that was just for one under the house.
I've got 3 of them similar to that from Harbor Freight with the
metal or plastic.
Both.
Okay.
There's a grating around the bottom that's plastic. There's it's an actual sump pump, that you would put in there. There's a grating around the bottom that's plastic. I think it's green. There's like a green metal housing around it with a plastic handle on the top, and has a little float.
Yep.
I use them to put inside the tanks when I clean the tanks to be able to push the stuff out, the water and stuff. And at one point I was using a regular pump like I was using for my ponds, and they would plug up so fast with the algae and everything.
You can watch that while I'm making my coffee.
Check out Jeff's shirt.
Can you see it okay?
Yeah.
There it is.
There
Yep.
it is.
Okay, this is the code. He's lurking.
He's lurking.
He's lurking.
Who's lurking?
Don?
I just said he.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, but we got to kind of watch sometimes. You see Jeff's shirt for his Shed Wars video?
Oh, look at that. That's personalized.
Oh, yeah. Personalized
Hydro design.
Did you do it?
Cajun Hydro Designs.
There you go. What's your cut of that? You get 20 or 35%?
I ain't sold a shirt yet. I bet you I've had 30 people in the last month ask me if I have a store where I'm selling my. You selling your merch? No. Well, I'd like to buy a hat. I'd like to buy a shirt, and it's like, I'll send them a shirt or whatever. It's trying to. I mean, I don't want to send out 200 or 300 of them, but I ain't got Jeff's money.
Lee Cockroach's money.
You must have more money than Jeff because he's not sending any shirts.
No, I mean, I like it. It's cool. I
It
enjoy.
came out good. That's really nice.
I enjoy sending a taste of Louisiana to different areas. But I mean, I'm just starting to learn how to do the program for the circuit. The cricket. And we bought an iPad that it's easier to use. I can use a stylus to be able to work some of the stuff and take some of the lines out, and it's nice. It's fun too. I made Sheena and I each a shirt for Shed Wars for the entry video. I had showed that on the last live. I'm not sure if you went or not. I showed the front. I didn't show the back yet.
It takes some time to do all that. It does.
It actually, with the iPad, is going a lot faster. It's just to be able to get it the way I want it. Is that your man friend? He's smirking. I bet you that's his man friend. I actually have some ideas for y'all also. I'm going to send y'all one for Shed Wars.
Everybody wave at the screen.
Thank
Bye,
you,
Bunky. Thank you for dropping the links and everything.
Take care, Bunky. Yeah, I'm sure it is a little quicker. I mean, it's with an iPad, but yeah, I don't do that part of it.
Yeah. Well, with the iPad, I'm able to use a stylus instead of trying to sit there with my mouse or my finger on my phone and try to do it. So it like with Jeff's shirt, I played around with it on the computer and I played around with it on my phone, and I had it almost where I wanted it, but it would never look like never look exactly like I wanted it. And then with the iPad, I actually have a whole bunch of different fonts on mine. With the Cricut, you have to buy different fonts. You have a basic set of fonts. So with the iPad, you can actually use the fonts off of the iPad. And there's a whole bunch of them that come with the iPad. So it works. I figured out how to Bluetooth from the iPad to the thing. I made John a shirt. That's going to be in one of his present tonight. I made him a shirt for Shed Wars. I'm working on one for Mr. Robert. I'm almost done with it. Got to send it to him.
Jeff, you said you didn't have money to be getting all the shirts. Why don't you just ask for about 100 more prototypes so you can check them out and make sure the quality is good?
Well, I haven't even got one prototype yet. Go ahead.
I'm going to have a Grow Something with Jeff shirt before Jeff has a Grow Something with Jeff shirt. I'm getting tired of waiting for it.
But you got to have the right color. You can't do it in white. It's got to be in green.
I can do it whatever color I want.
You can't.
We went to Walmart.
It won't be a Grow Something with Jeff shirt if it's not green.
We went to Walmart the other day, and they had a whole bunch of black T-shirts for $3. So I'm walking through. I walk back. I got a stack of 10 of them. She was like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "The way I go through shirts, making shirts, that's mine. They're all the size I like."
See that font here? It has a lot of free fonts for iPad.
I might ask you later on. I'm not gonna remember that, but right now I have enough fonts. I actually have one font that I like. It's called a chalkboard, and it looks really cool, but it took like an hour and 5 minutes to cut out on the circuit. When you look at it, it doesn't look bad. It looks cool, but you don't realize how many little circles and how many dots and how many cuts it has. It's like, oh my God.
Yep. We did that one time with one of our Abundant Acres logos and made it like a I don't know, like a 3-inch or 4-inch logo. And then we tried to pick that off there. It's like, oh, forget it.
Oh, you guys got a circuit too?
No.
know-
Silhouette.
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 It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Silhouette. There are some. We've been having this thing for, I guarantee you, it's been almost 4 years.
Yep.
Whenever I started my first video for when it was Growing Grass Hobby Farms at the property, I bought the circuit machine, and it was really popular and everything. And I just made my first shirt. What y'all laughing at?
She said cricket in the background. When you said circuit, she said cricket.
Circuit.
Cricket.
Circuit.
Cricket.
Circuit.
Cricket.
Cricket.
Bud Light.
Bud. Oh, yeah. She had a circuit machine.
I had a cricket.
And when she went over and used, I don't know, one of her friends' silhouette machine. And then when I came home from work, the cricket machine was already on Craigslist for sale. She done ordered the other one. Said it's way easier. I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, the weeding is not bad. I actually last year I had a shirt I was going to do for Shed Wars, and I ended up not making it. It's like a Roman soldier hole in it, and there's a lot of weeding in it, but it actually peels apart, relatively easy. One of the shirts I was doing, it might have been Sheena's, or there was a lot of weeding in it. The paper too, the plastic that you use makes a big difference on the ease of the weeding of it. Every video I see, it's like, take it off your sticky pad before you start weeding it. I'll leave it on there, and it's so much easier to weed it when you're not fighting, to hold the paper. My issue is enough light and being able to see. I never have enough of either one. My eyes are bad, and I ain't never have enough light. Sheena's like, get you the magnifying glass. I'm like, get out the room. Got my glasses on. Leave me alone.
My glasses.
Oh. Watch.
Well, fellas, I think I'm going to jump down.
Hold on 1 second.
Hold on, you can't
Tell me
leave yet.
what to do. You're not the boss of me. She's sitting over here.
Angie, tell him. That's the
Oh, look at that. Heck yeah.
Jeff helped me with that. There was a hockey stick in the hand of that one, and he took the end of the hockey stick and put the sickle on the end for me.
Shoot, yeah, that's nice. Swamp rat.
Don't use cricket material. What kind of material do you use, Danny?
The
Swamp
cheap
rat
one
for
on
general.
eBay, on Amazon.
The cheap one.
Look, Jeff.
Swamp rat for general.
That's nice.
Jeff says use Paper Studio.
That's out of my wheelhouse too. I don't know.
That's the kind of material, I guess. Paper Studio.
What kind of paper do you use?
Whatever's cheap on Amazon.
Whatever's cheap on Amazon.
That's it.
Heat transfer.
Like it's hard to
Bayam.
iBuyam. BAYAM. It was $16 for 25 foot.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't either. I don't have a cricket or a
I got-
circuit or
I
a
got blue,
silhouette.
black, and white off of it.
I got none of the above. Cricket, circuit.
Bud Wise.
I'm
I got to order the paper. I got to order paper for him because I think my logo would look good in a neon green.
That's expensive. That's expensive.
What color shirt?
It can either be black or gray. I was looking at like a charcoal gray. or even black with the neon green, I think would look good.
Yeah, I don't know what that paper costs. I have not a clue.
It was more expensive than what his was.
Yeah. What, it was $21 for 25 foot?
20 or 25 feet, I think. Yeah, something like that.
It was right at about $1 a foot for that neon green.
So it's $5 more than regular.
Yeah. Regular costs about 90 cents. The paper I'm using costs about 75 to 90 cents a square foot.
I think then you might want to be more selective, I guess, on who you gave your shirts to, since it costs a little more.
25 cents.
25 cents.
Can't even get a Tootsie Roll for 25 cents no more.
I was actually looking at a bunch of places around here to see if they could either screen print or do something like that. I know that the original, the setup fee is a little bit more because you have to make the screens and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But then it's pretty easy to knock them out, especially, I'd really like to do a 2-color. I'd like to do the center of my logo green and then do the writing in like either white or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Just get you the 6-color machine and you can swipe it and it mechanically turns.
I looked on Facebook Marketplace and they had a 4-color machine for $150.
You order it?
No.
What? Yeah.
Well, because I got to research all the other stuff that goes with it, right? I buy the machine for $150 and then I got to spend another $300 on chemicals and this to make this and that. And
I went over and we worked on a buddy of mine's piece of equipment. I went over and worked on a piece of his equipment, and he gave a guy startup money for a home business, and what it was a digital printer for shirts and the conveyor system for it, everything nice setup. And I was like, "What are you gonna do with that?" He goes, "I'm gonna sell it. I want my money back." He goes, "I just repoed it. I just went and got it." And I was like, "Oh, cool." I said, I'm thinking about, I'm gonna call Angie. I'm gonna say, "So what do you want for it?" And he said, "I'd take 15 grand for it today."
Yeah, you'll be waiting till tomorrow.
Well, that's cool. Hope you get it. Anyway.
You'll be waiting tomorrow.
DIY. So Angie says do a DIY. Did you do a video on that, Angie? Can you show me how?
They got YouTube videos all over. You can actually use the Cricut machines and the Silhouette machines to make. I'm tired of hearing their echo in the back. You can actually use them and make your screens and use them to be able to do the color, the ink transfer.
Yep.
Yeah, from the looks of it, the screens don't seem like they're that much money. You get the emulsion on there. That didn't seem. You buy it in a big enough bucket, so I'm sure it costs a little bit of money. But over the long term, you can use that screen over and over as long as you keep it clean.
You can use the screen to a point. You got to watch what type of oils, what type of ink you use, because some of them you need special cleaners to be able to clean it, and then you can only clean the screen so many times after, because that special cleaner destroys the screens. There's a lot that goes into it. That's why I like it. It takes longer. Don't get me wrong. It takes longer by weeding and everything that goes along with it. But 9 times out of 10, the vinyl is going to last longer than the ink will. And it's, you can do one-offs, no problems with the vinyl, as opposed to the screen print. And if you're only making one, it's a mess.
Well, yeah.
My brother-in-law had one of the screen printing machines, and I think he said that he could reuse the screen 3 times.
Yep.
And he said after that, he just didn't trust it.
If the screen breaks, then you lose the shirt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And you can literally buy the fabric, build your own frame for the screen to make it the size you want. Mm-hmm. And it's not horrible. The stuff's cheap, but it's to keep enough tension on it when you're doing it. There's a lot of, this is just so much easier. You put your piece in there, you cut it, and you iron it on. That's all. Most people don't iron it long enough. that's the
You
main.
iron yours both sides,
What you mean both sides?
inside and out?
No, I do 2 minutes. I do 2 minutes on the outside. I put the piece down. I put the parchment, not the parchment, the
I know what you're
white
talking about.
paper, and I 2 minutes. I make sure 2 minutes on everything. Like when I did, it took me almost 15 minutes to do the front and 15 minutes to do the back on the hoodie.
Yeah.
Because I had making sure that everything had at least 2 minutes of heat on it.
Yep. We started doing both sides.
Does it make a difference? You find?
It did for us because I know that one time we did it and the lettering came off.
When you peeled it or like after you washed it?
And when it hit the washing machine, I think it was second washing, it all started coming off.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
I haven't had any problems so far, but.
Yeah. And then I've also realized that any of those shirts, I try to make sure I wash them inside out.
Yeah, that makes
a big difference too.
Yeah. So you can do dual color. So you don't do dual colors on your cricket though.
You can, I just don't know how.
Okay.
Don't ask me. I don't know.
There's ways to do the dual colors. I think you could do up to 5 or 6 colors on each of them. It's just the way it's layered,
Hop on here just
but you also waste a bunch of paper each time
you do
it. Okay. Each time you do it to do the different colors, you're going to need the same size paper, each time.
Right.
So, if you're only using a small section right here, you still have to use the 12 by 12, cut that section out, throw the rest of it away. That's why, like with your roach, when I initially did the roach for your shirt, the roach was tiny, but I figured out how to spread it out and make it a little bit wider, and that was something I was able to do on the iPad that I couldn't figure out how to do it on. You can spread it, you can draw the words, make them bigger, and spread out. Yeah, like Angie's saying, it's hard to line them up because each layer you have to put in the exact same spot.
Right.
And if it moves a little bit, it'll cover and it's time consuming, very time consuming.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of work.
It is. That's why I like the one colors, and that's why I go with the dark shirts with the white lettering, or like yours. It's the shirt I did for John is gray like yours, but I did the darker lettering because I wanted to see how it would come out. It looks nice. Yeah. It really does.
I don't do it. I help her weed it, and I'll heat it up and iron it on. But yeah.
And if we had more room, I'd buy a press. They're not that expensive. But with the lack of room, having 2 kids in the house, and every time I start working on it, everybody wants to be at the kitchen table. Nobody's at the kitchen table till I start weeding or start ironing. Then everybody's
in the work.
Yeah.
Get them to work.
Cole always wants to, I want to weed. Then what's this? Wait, dude, stop. Dude, you want to help, but you got to listen. I don't want to do that. His favorite game right now is the circuit on the iPad. He just takes a picture, you put it on, and he picks everything until it disappears. Yeah. I just can't see right now, Angie. I mean, I want one. But
check
right
Facebook.
Now, what's
might
that?
Be cheap one. Check Facebook. Might be cheap one.
You're gonna find one on Facebook, but you don't know the usage on it. If the heat's gonna be right. You could buy one for $300. So you go spend $100 on Facebook for one for $200. To what?
So I've heard.
I'm lost.
$200 you get them?
Yeah, I mean they have them. Yeah, on Amazon, $189. The one I liked was I found was $300. But you go buy something on Facebook, you never know what you're gonna end up with.
That's what you need, Danny. You need to get one of. Have you seen the ones that are air oil press the button, wham, and they flip out and spin around. You can do like 4 or 5. You need to get you one of them. I think they're like 38,000 or something like that.
Oh my God.
That's all?
I don't even want to buy property because it's too expensive. I can imagine buying that.
Oh, bad. Mm.
Oh, Angie's got a press? One I have has hat, cup, and flat press.
Look, you see that right there, Angie? I did that one morning. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was trying to be quiet, so I decided I was going to make this hat. I cut it out, and I kept putting it, and I was trying to figure out how I was going to iron it on. So I ended up going through all the cabinets in the house until I found a pot that it fit in. Then I rolled it in on the inside of the pot, set it, and I ironed it on the pot for 2 minutes.
You should have just put it on your head and ironed it.
Then the head's going to reduce the amount of heat because it absorbs.
So use 4 minutes instead of 2.
The head absorbs.
It can only absorb so much, and then it's got to transfer to the transfer.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I didn't see that. Your video froze. It froze again.
Oh, shoot.
Man, we've been out here 2.5 hours. You better go get some warm whatever to do your little voice routine there. You got a half an hour, 45 minutes.
There ain't no voice routine.
No voice routine? No warm tea with honey?
He's going live at 10? Is that what you said?
10, yeah.
No,
Karaoke at 10.
I need a half hour so I can set up the speaker and everything. And I'm going to try tonight running off of my phone. That way it doesn't have that microphone goes in and out with the music and everything. It doesn't sound well. So I'm going to try to go off of my phone with it and just play off of the computer. So it's going to be a little bit harder to read the comments and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to try to split screen it, and I'm going to use the StreamYard on my cell phone, and then I'm going to use the computer. I'm going to have the chat, in the video on the right, but with no sound on it. I'm going to see if that'll work for it. See how that works. I'm going to disconnect the mic totally.
Yeah. We went live the other day, with the sleds and everything, or the kayak and all that. I was like, I couldn't even read the screen. I couldn't even tell you what.
It's hard. It really is. And especially in StreamYard. Like I did it with Jeff while I was at work. We did a quick live, and it's really hard to read. You can't bring up the chat and the picture at the same time.
No, you could see the picture behind the chat.
Yeah, barely.
But yeah. I did that when I was up at the cottage when I got on a live with somewhere, and I didn't like it that much. It's pain.
And tomorrow I'm gonna start the StreamYard on my computer for the Gumbo, but I'm gonna be using the phone to video everything while I'm doing the Gumbo. So at some point it's gonna be like when I'm chopping the onions and doing all that, it's gonna be hard if I don't have someone in the chat, on the screen with me. It's gonna be hard to know what the questions are while I'm doing it until I walk back and forth.
Yep. So
we're gonna see. We're gonna see if it works out well. I'll do a crawfish etouffee next time I come in. It is fun. I enjoy doing the live streams. I enjoy talking. Even with Kenny, knowing John's in the background, checking out Kenny, it's really fun.
Tina, it's supposed to start at 10.
Don't talk to her. She's supposed to be working. Act like she's not even here.
She asked a question. You don't be rude to people asking questions.
Why?
This is a welcoming
community. That's rude, Jeff. That's rude. Don't be rude to me. Don't raise your voice.
I'm going to have to mute him.
Sheena, it starts at 9 our time, 10 o'clock John's.
Yes, 10 o'clock our time. Yes.
Yeah. I've had 4 people text me already. Is it 8:30 your time or 9:30 mine? Yes.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's 9:30 your time. Yes. 8:30 mine.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it all screwed up half time. I was like, I don't know what time's what. I don't know what time's where.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm from Louisiana. I barely know that, there's different time zones. I get so confused with that.
Well, you're in Central.
You're Central Louisiana, yes. South Central Louisiana.
I'm in East. Where you're in what, Kenny? You're in Central?
Jeff, you're in the north.
I'm in Indiana.
Central time zone?
Yeah,
Eastern Standard Time.
You're not the Eastern time, are you?
no, he's in
No.
East.
Not right now.
He's
No,
in
right now
Central
we're not. We will be.
What do you mean you will be?
when the time changes again.
Yeah.
So it's what? It's 7:20.
No, it's 8:15 over there.
No.
What time is it?
9:17.
So
he's
it's
in
Eastern time.
Yeah,
I thought that was Central.
that's Yankee.
It's Yankee.
It's Yankee. Everybody north of I-10 is different. It's just different.
Right. So you're the only oddball with the off time. You got to fix that.
Not have to do the time change or any of that. That was nice back in the day.
Edge
What
is the
day
only
was that?
person left watching.
What's that?
I said Angie's the only person left watching. It shows there's only one person.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Everybody's gonna get ready for the singing.
It says 11 right now.
It shows 1 on mine.
Mine says 11.
Okay, that's even better. Whoop,
I
whoop.
was gonna say it had to be 2 because Sheena's there and so is Angie. So
I got
Angie
the big
says her
screen
shows
on.
1. My StreamYard shows 11.
I got the big screen. I got
Oh,
the big screen on
it just changed to 11. It went from 1 to 11. It's amazing. And nobody's in the chat. Sheena, go to work, you. So I said, 50 to come in.
Yeah, I think people are just letting it run and letting us shoot the breeze, and they're just going about their business.
Even better. Look,
Well, we don't want to bore anybody. So
I've told y'all the story about Sheena wanting me to talk French to her, huh? Yeah.
no.
Yeah, when we met, she's like, tell me something in French, and we'd been dating a little while. So I told her avec gros chou de casser de charrette. And she's like, what that means? I told her I didn't speak French well. I didn't know a whole bunch. She's like, what that means? I told her it means I love you forever and ever, and I never want to lose you. And about 6 months later, she was hopped up at the bar, dancing like a stripper in the door frame and everything like that. Hey, thank you, Mr. Jeff, for stopping by. Y'all have a great evening, man.
Yeah, have a good. Your seeds will be coming soon.
Yeah, she was all hopped up, and we were there with some uppity people, a judge and his wife, and some people I worked with, and a bunch of friends. But she was hopped up, 25 years old, in the door, top, making it the butt do like that, and so she comes back and she's talking to everybody. She's like, tell them what you told me in French. I tell them, avec gros chou de casser de charrette. And she's like, now tell them what it means. I said, it means your ass is so big it would break a wagon. She's like, and that's what it really means. I just didn't know, I don't speak French a whole bunch. I know sayings and terms and stuff like that, but it's like, she was like, oh, that's funny though. I mean, you don't know. What's the difference?
Yeah, you can say it means anything.
Exactly. And it worked great for 6 months.
Well, apparently it worked great after that, too, because she thought it was funny.
There's the accent after that.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to
get
get off
ready
here.
too, brother.
Was that?
Mr. Jeff better get ready too. He's going up and singing tonight's what I was told.
No.
Oh, he is. He is. He said no.
No.
You You're supposed to say yes like that, Jeff. You don't say no.
No.
That means yes.
No.
Yeah, you better go get your whatever you got to do to get ready.
I'm all ready because there ain't no singing happening from here.
I just got to dig the Jägermeister out the freezer. I got to move the circuit machine, the cricket. I got to move that so I can put my speaker on the desk.
I might have to get me one of those circuit machines.
They are cool, Jeff.
I don't want a
really
cricket.
You
Crickets
don't
are
want
outside in the
crickets-
grass.
Yeah, they make too much noise.
Yeah, I want a circuit.
They're like a wife. Always got something to say. Always nagging. Nag. Kitty's like, I'm frozen. I don't hear that.
No, I'm just waiting to see what your wife says. I'm just looking down the comments, just waiting.
She's just gonna put the little girl with the hand over her face again.
There you go. Like, don't. All right, you guys go get ready. Kenny, you got to get ready too because you're singing.
Nah,
Yes.
Yeah.
nah.
Yes.
Kenny's not singing.
Yes. You said you were singing.
You did too, Jeff.
No, I did
You
not.
did, Jeff. You
Kenny
did.
did. I did not.
Y'all both did.
Nope.
I think
Hey, give me
Kenny.
that, Ghost Rider.
I think Kenny and John's gonna sing "Islands in the Stream" tonight. Islands in the stream. That is what we are. No one in between.
Nah,
How can we be wrong?
nah.
Sail away with me. We won't tell our wives, and we'll rely on each other.
He's back and Danny's still ranked.
Oh, you could give me a complex, Mr. Robert. God, oh.
We're actually going to get ready to head out because Danny is going to go get ready to sing. Kenny is going to go get ready to sing.
And Jeff's getting
And
ready
Jeff
to go
is going to
sing.
just go get my computer ready to watch it all and laugh.
Mr. Roberts here. We gotta go. So, see y'all later.
Hey, take care. Thanks, Jeff.
See you in about an hour. See you guys later. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. Everybody have a great night. See you.